Alright, well guess what? We're on the internet now.
No.
Hi, internet.
The interwebs.
It's Reese's Chocolate Drips, and we're in the Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's episode 10 on YouTube.
Hey, that's double digits.
Made it into 10 episodes of this. And this is where it ends.
Yeah, we might not survive this one.
How about that attitude?
Does anybody... I'll give you a chance to recap what's happened in the dungeon up to this point for some inspiration if you want it. Feel like somebody probably does.
So we were in the dungeon, walked around a bit, found some orbs, got naked. Not by choice. Totally not by choice. Retraced our steps. We're still naked. And then, you know what? I'm gonna tag team for some inspiration. I'm gonna tag team over to Bosch.
We were also gender swapped for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
We found an evil chapel with an altar that shot a nasty ray at us and almost tore Flynn to death.
Yeah, I've almost died 12 times.
Retraced our steps a little bit, found a room with 3 chests. Opened one, and a big old skeleton popped out of it. We have 2 heavy spears, no armor, no other weapons, and just our wits.
Yeah, and I can't cast any spells that require material components. Flynn also found another pit while barefoot streaking through, and he got poisoned, so I got all the disadvantage.
Yeah, I did open up a chest that sprayed out noxious fumes into the entire chapel, hitting Flynn again with poison.
Right, that was all of us. We all get inspiration, right?
Oh.
My
Okay.
plan worked.
Hey, you guys need it so you can have it. I don't think it's gonna help you.
No, you watch. I got a plan.
Norias inspiration is an extra d20, so if you roll something bad that you want to re-roll, you can use your inspiration point for it.
Okay.
Like a free re-roll, and it lasts until you use it.
A free luck point.
That honestly felt like when Fairmere was going out to his death and all the people were like handing him flowers and stuff.
I can see
Wait,
where you
what'd
get
you
that.
say?
From Lord of the Rings, when Boromir's little brother was going out to meet his doom and everybody was handing him flowers, it was like
Oh, man.
inspiration before you die.
Now I'm sad.
Well, with that, since you nailed the coverage of the Tomb of Horrors so far, you did miss the 1 hour of poking at orbs. We did poke at a lot of orbs last time.
Oh, I talked about orbs.
We crawled through a bunch of tunnels and went through a series of fake doors that took forever.
Series as in like 100.
Yeah, there's a lot of them too. And with that, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think we're reading that poem right. Woohoo, disadvantage on ability checks. Let's go. It didn't roll with disadvantage. The advantage toggle thing isn't working.
Oh, I didn't toggle. That's right. I didn't select my token. That's why it didn't work.
Everybody's in, right? Yep. You got an extra one. You know, you can have it.
What?
Narias.
Yeah, I didn't select my token, so it didn't want to count it.
Hey, at least we're all first.
Well, that's the funny thing.
Oh no.
Because Mr. Skeleton that comes out of the chest starts with a surprise round. So,
Uh-oh.
as the chest was opened, I believe it was the wooden one with the metal bands around it, and the giant skeleton erupts, filling half the chamber. You see this, like, kitted out, fully armored skeleton dripping with this, like, black ichor that kind of disappears before it hits the ground, wielding multiple scimitars. He's gonna go ahead and strike out. With a
How
surprise
tall is
round.
it?
He reaches the ceiling. He's about like 16 feet up on a 20-foot ceiling, and just kind of like swinging through the room with these massive scimitars. For 3 strikes, he's going for the 3 that are grouped up by the chest. So each of you will have 1 attack. Davo. $26 to hit.
No.
16 slashing damage to you.
Good thing I got plenty of food to keep me busy for when I die. Hell yeah!
Double crits on you, so 30 damage.
I'm downright dead. He chopped my head off.
Chopped in
So,
half.
you guys have fun, and I'll see you next week.
And 22 on you, Narias.
Yeah, it hits.
Can I use my inspiration to
Owie.
die, live?
11 slashing damage.
Use my inspiration, just go unconscious.
So the massive skeleton erupts out, slashes down, and implants one of these massive scimitars into Thavo, and then swings wide with another one, cleaving through Flynn, and then into Narias, as Flynn is straight up dead on the ground.
Wait, Derek, isn't your HP 16? So
Nope. It's 14. That is 2 more. I am dead, dead again, dead all over. Marias jinxed me. I was trying to be positive, and Jack killed me.
He's like chopped perfectly in half, like all the way through. His whole body just splits apart.
It's like
I
that
just
scene
got this body.
from the first Resident Evil where the dude gets cut up by all the lasers. That's what just happened to
Dude.
Flynn. He's just little meat cubes. Well, with that, Narias, tell this giant skeleton what time it is.
I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke. I don't think it uses any components. That's what VS means. It doesn't need anything.
Correct. Hellish Rebuke is also a reaction to getting hit, so you can do that before your
Oh.
turn. So when you got hit by that attack, you use your reaction to use Hellish Rebuke.
Well, sick. That's what I do.
Okay. 18 to save.
Yeah.
He takes no damage from the dark flames that surround him.
So that was my reaction. Now I can use my actual.
Yeah, now it's your actual turn.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna shoot a big old firebolt. Just aim it high. This is also doesn't use any components.
That just hits. You can click on the firebolt text in the chat. Yeah, 13 damage. Nice. You see some flame kind of
And-
erupt around the skeleton as you cast firebolt.
And for so that reactionary thing, that wasn't a bonus action, or is that the bonus action?
No, that was before your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna use cunning action and hide in the corner.
Okay, you nakedly run back to a corner and cower. Bosh! You saw Flynn get cut in half, and everybody's looking rough now. You're up.
All right, so this giant skeleton, are there gaps in his armor? So what I would like to try to do, I'm not going to attack with the spear. I want to try to stick the spear in the gaps and turn it to try to hinder him from attacking everybody else.
Okay. Make an attack with the spear. It is strength based.
Spear's a strength attack.
Yeah.
I have +0 strength, so that would just be a D20.
Hey. It hits. I will say, since you got the spear, the skeleton being kind of odd, as lots of it is kind of held together by something you can't see. There's like pieces floating of it that are moving around. But you managed to like stab through this space beneath the giant chest plate and the hanging pieces of armor, and feel like you make contact and tear through and plant it into the ground. You feel like he is restrained in that spot, at least until he tries to break free from it. But he's stuck there.
And that is literally all I can do.
Okay. Davo, you're up.
Sorry, I was trying to drink some water, so don't. I guess I can cough all over him while I hit him.
Good plan.
Okay. I'm going to recklessly rage. And this spear is what? You said plus our strength?
Yeah, for you, it'll be a normal weapon attack. Strength plus proficiency and all that. I assume you're proficient with a spear.
Okay, so we +6. And then it's what? How's the damage on it? You said 2d8 the last week?
I think it's 2d8. I would have to pull up that trap that you unhinged, but yeah, for now we'll say 2d8 and then plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. Then. 15?
15 does not hit.
Of course it doesn't. Why not? Ah! I don't know, I'll troll the other one from shits and giggles. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ignore that.
Yeah, the natural 20 definitely hits with the spear after swinging wide in front of the monster and then getting a critical hit. Go ahead
Okay,
and-
I'm just gonna do a separate, a normal one, and then let you do math. 8, so 16.
19
then yours
total.
was- No, 19.
Yeah. 19 damage as you kind of jab the spear through the chest plate of the giant skeleton. It's a lot of damage.
How's he looking?
He looks like a floating, really tough ghost skeleton man.
Yep. And I will stay there to keep him engaged with me. And I don't know if I can move Flynn's body behind me.
His two pieces, you mean?
Throw the one.
Yeah,
throw
which
one
half?
piece. I'll throw the top half behind me.
Are you gonna strap him to your back like C-3PO?
Yep.
Just run around with half a Flynn draped over you? Well,
Very respectful.
you try to move Flynn, and as you go to do that at the end of your turn, on Flynn's turn, you see the body begin to like smolder and turn to ash as these little particles begin to like float up from his corpse until it completely disappears. Flynn's body is no longer in this room.
This is like the second longest you've ever had a character live, though, Derek. That's awesome.
With that, it is Giant Skeleton. Being planted into the ground, he is going to make 2 attacks on you, Bosch, and then 1 reaction attack to Thavo, hitting him real hard.
What is our unarmored AC?
I think it's 10 plus dex.
Yep, 10 plus dex. Uh, 25 and 17 to hit you, Bosch.
Yeah, they both hit.
You take 2 wild slashes from a scimitar, totaling 28 damage. And then 1 for you, Thavo, which I believe is at advantage because you used Reckless.
Oh! When I get a crit, I get an extra dice.
Roll an extra d8 then.
I'm double checking. Where is it?
That sounds right. That sounds like.
Oh, I get an extra attack.
Oh. Well, make your extra attack then before you get attacked on.
I'm just putting it up just real quick to make sure. Roll.
Oh yeah, that's just an extra d8. So roll a d8.
Okay. I was making sure. So 6 more.
That one's not doubled. Alright, now he's going to attack you. Does a natural 20 hit? That'll be 27 points of damage.
Did you do something with the algorithm there? Did you hack in, do some crit boys? Crit boy cheat code?
Based on how few times I've crit in combat with you guys, I don't think I have.
Nah, it's just because it's Halloween.
It's always Halloween, dude.
Second Halloween you've died on.
It's kind of my thing. I am a Halloween victim.
It was written in the prophecy.
So that would be halved, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 27, 13.
Okay.
And that ends his turn. Nereus, you're in a corner.
When I hit it with the firebolt, did it even seem to care, or was it just kind of unfazed by it?
It took damage. You saw parts of the bone blacken and the armor begin to, like, kind of smolder away from it, but... I mean, it took the damage, but it didn't seem super affected by it because it is a hefty boy.
Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna shoot another firebolt at it.
Dang, you guys. With no weapons and armor, you're still getting attacks off. As the large skeleton man is swinging out at your teammates in this dungeon, you reach out and shoot a firebolt, and it sinks right past the armor and almost detonates inside of it, doing a little bit of extra damage. So, 17 total fire damage. Big hit. Anything else for you?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Okay. Bosch, you got smacked a couple times. Feeling bad.
All right. I'm gonna do my cure wounds on Thabo.
Okay. Are you gonna shift over to that spot? Since cure wounds is touch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You reach out, slap Thavo on the shoulder, give her 4 healing.
I doubt she
I'm gonna
even
step up.
realized
I'm gonna step up on the treasure chest. use my rabbit leap to try to get as high up onto this guy as possible. What I want to do is grab one of the shoulder armor and climb up and grab one of his horns. So my next turn, I'm just going to try smacking him in the face a lot.
Okay. Give me acrobatics check. You leap off one of the chests under the skeleton, and as you kind of go into the body and grab onto the armor, the plates shift and pull since they're not physically attached, like they're being held together by some sort of magic. And like they descend, pull off, and you can't get a grip, slip off, and now you're just next to the giant skeleton. Seems like this will be a unusual creature to try and climb up on, but possible. After boss should
That is it.
Okay. On my last turn, since I rolled dice, it didn't add my +2 from rage. I'm trying to get everything I can. There's a lot going on, okay?
He's taking an extra 4 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. Just gonna try to stab him up. I'm real upset. I'm scared.
Go at it. That one hits.
Yes. Using a luck point.
Okay. That one will hit too. Since you just get
Alright.
one dice, it was a 17, so that one just hits.
Whew! Ah, I knew another one was gonna come through. It was taking too long. So it would be the 18 and the 17.
18 and the 15.
15 was I used a luck point for the 17.
Yeah, I was saying the damage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Fine.
18 and 15, so
Yep,
33
yep.
points of damage.
Woo! Woo!
It's big damage. He's looking real bad. You're seeing the magic start to break away and the armor plates starting to fall off. He's looking real rough.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to like taunt him, keep his attention on me. Being like, hey, you done, your horns look dumb.
Okay,
I'm sick, I can't think that well, okay?
sure. You're taunting him. You are the only one like really doing damage outside of Narias, so he is going to all 3 attacks on you. Hey, I assume the ones miss.
So I take 19 damage total.
19 damage total. As 3 scimitars get pulled up into the air and all descend on you at the same time. Manage to dodge 1.
Yep.
That ends its turn. Narias, you're up.
Boom. It misses. Doesn't.
You have
have
an inspiration
inspiration.
point that you can use to re-roll an attack if you'd like. Or you
I
can
would
save
love to use that. I'm gonna re-roll it. And it's worse.
it. Did not help. The firebolt, after the critical hit from the last one exploding inside, the skeleton getting wise just slightly shifts. And the firebolt crashes against the stonework behind him.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Bosch, you are now at ground level after trying to climb. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to climb him again. I can't really do too much else.
Acrobatics, please. Yeah, that definitely does it. You, jump a little bit higher this time, getting on the chest and then doing a massive leap, getting like 15 feet in the air around where the helm is and just grab onto the helmet. You were up on the helmet.
I'm just gonna try to punch him in the face.
Okay. Fist attack, so 20 plus your strength, which you don't have any of, but you do get proficiency on this. That hits. I believe you do 1 point of damage.
Sorry about that, didn't mean to roll it.
Yeah, it works.
So I guess I'll take my second attack, lightly punching him in the face.
Sure. Keep caressing his strong cheekbones. That one does not hit. 1 point of damage. As you are, with your soft bunny hands, just slapping the side of a skeleton while holding onto a helmet. It's probably very irritating to him. Davo.
Yes.
Hits.
Luck point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hits. 10 plus 15.
25.
25 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Yeah. I want to do something with those horns. I really want to like just grab them and like maybe pull the horn mask over his head, and then
Okay.
I want his arms to come off.
Great description. With Bosch being on the helmet holding onto the horns, you see the giant skeleton kind of like bend over to grab him and throw him off. And then you take that opportunity to grab the horned helmet with the spear, kind of jab the straight through the neck area of the armor, through the just empty void where the head is floating. And you see all of the limbs begin to like tear and clatter and fall as they do a similar effect to Flynn, and kind of dispersing and fizzling out, disappearing out of the chamber. And you all beat the giant skeleton.
Completely naked with some spears.
Davo hits hard.
Just gonna lay down.
I told you guys could do it.
Is where Flynn was? Is there like ashes or something?
There is nothing on the ground there. Same with the skeleton. Both of them kind of just, you know, Thanos snap, turn into dust, and disappear out of the chamber.
No. I don't want the ice cream man to have you.
With that, the three of you are left in the chest chamber. There are 2 more chests in front of you. Let me get to this point because I didn't have it pulled up because I thought you were dead. Yeah, so the oak one was the one that was opened. There is still a silver and gold chest in this room.
The poem says gold. Gold something. I don't care anymore.
Bravo's
I'm gonna
not
move
really-
to the-
Bravo's not really listening.
I'm gonna move to the. Yeah. I'm just gonna lay down. I'm pretty messed up.
Yeah. I think Stavo's like torn between like tears and exhaustion right now.
So you all are just panically sitting in the quiet, dark chamber with 2 more chests. You all taking a short rest, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you take an hour, you can roll some hit dice to regain HP.
What is a hit die? How do you?
It should be right under where your
Oh, I
HP section is. That tells you how many dice you have, and you can roll those. You should have equal to your level those dice.
So you have 6? I have 6 of them?
Yeah, you can roll 6 of those dice.
Oh, okay, so 5. Back up.
Bosch, can you like bring people back?
What is there to bring back? He's just gone into the ether.
Alva just shoots a glare over
I
at
can heal
Darius.
things. I can heal
See.
things, but
Is he even a
That
thing
was,
anymore?
that was a final blow style. They cut him in half. I mean, I don't. That kind of power is beyond me.
Are any of Flynn's magical items left behind?
He didn't have anything.
Oh, that's
He was
right.
naked.
Shit. Who does it? Not even like his necklace or his rings? Like those are all gone too.
Everything was gone. None of you have anything on you. No piercings or anything that is not your flesh and blood is gone. Hour passes in the dark chamber. You'll heal up a bit. Just trying to catch your breath after that fight. What are your next steps?
I just want to leave, honestly. I don't care anymore. I mean, my whole purpose was to protect him, and I didn't.
Well, I guess we have to open the chest. I don't really see a way out of here. Can I just look around for? Is that a way out? Is that what that is?
No, there's nothing there. There's just a weird light texture that's messed up.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll look around for anything hidden in here.
Make an investigation check. Okay. You walk through, remembering the old tricks and stuff that was hidden inside of this tomb that you've been through so far. You make a pretty clean sweep across the entire outer wall and the flooring. There's nothing in here but these chests.
Alright, well. Is there anything in... So, I'm guessing the wooden chest is open already?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in it? Anything else?
No. It is an empty chest.
False bottom?
You check the bottom with that same investigation check. There's no false bottom to this chest. You're really disappointed that you have not found a false bottom in a chest yet.
I guess I will go to the gold one, not touching it, just glancing at it, seeing if there's anything I could see that maybe looks weird.
Make another investigation check on this chest. You check it thoroughly. There does not seem to be any trap or mechanism on the outside. No runes carved into the trim. Just a gold chest.
Can I do the same on the other one?
Make another investigation. This one, you investigating this, examine the chest. There is no traps or runic carvings on this chest. This one from the outside seems fine.
While
I don't
he's
see any
inspec-
traps in any of them.
While
They
he's
all seem-
inspecting the chest, I'm gonna take the spear and just start cutting my hair off as like a penance of some sort.
Okay. Now you have a fresh bob.
Now you know. Now you have no cover at all. You're just completely naked.
He doesn't really care right now.
Well, we gotta do something. We can't just sit here. We can't let Flynn's death be in vain. We gotta make something of it.
Then pick a chest and open it.
Walk up to the gold chest and pop it open. It kind of
Okay.
like stepping back after I do it.
As you open the chest, a swarm of poisonous snakes jumps out. And I need you all to roll initiative again. And with that, Nerais, you act first as a swarm of poisonous snakes comes out of the chest in your direction. What are you doing?
I kind of step back and I cast Burning Hands right down into the chest as they're coming out.
Okay.
Oh, wait. What level? Is that first level? I think that's first level.
Can you put up burning hands for me so I can see it? Yeah, you can definitely do that. Does not require materials. The snakes need to make a dexterity saving throw. They make this save and they will take half damage, which is 5, as the swarm takes 5 points of damage.
Gunny action around the back into the corner over here.
Okay. You run into the back of the corner as the swarm of snakes moves 5, 10, 15. Attacking the one thing that was moving and running around, and they bite out at you.
Hellish Rebuke.
Only attack has to happen first. Yeah, so 23 to hit.
That hits.
So you take
19 damage.
9 piercing damage, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw for me. You take 19 points of damage as you take the full poison damage, as all of these snakes are biting your feet. So you take 19, and you're doing Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
How many spell slots do you have left?
Don't the Hellish Rebuke, they don't take any? Is that why you mark them red?
I think you can do that once a day.
Oh, that's right, once a day. And I already did it on the other guy, so.
Okay. Well, you just take the 19 points of damage then. And that ends the poisonous snake's turn. Bosh, you're up. You saw a swarm of snakes come out of the gold chest and is now chasing Nereus around the dungeon room.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do too much. So I'm just going to... Crap, I guess I'm just going to hop up on the treasure chest over here. I guess it's going to be my turn. I don't have anything I can cast.
Okay. So you hop up on the oak treasure chest that the skeleton popped out of, just getting above the swarm of snakes. Ending your turn. It's you, Thavo.
Righty. I will half-heartedly, recklessly rage.
Okay.
And I'll use my spear as like almost like, you know, like as a kid when you see like snakes in your garden, you get the shovel and you're trying to cut their heads off kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Make your attacks.
Hey! That's
That,
quite a bit of damage to snake.
You make one giant sweep and cleave like 3/4 of the snakes away, as it is now a diminished number of snakes.
And the one more, I'm just crying and cutting snake heads off.
Taking out all your anger on these poor snakes.
That
Poor
one
snakes.
just misses.
Is this when they grow back 2 heads for every one we cut off?
Oh gosh. Oh, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Arise, you're up. There's only a couple snakes left.
I pop a firebolt into the floor, I guess. Probably misses.
That does miss.
Can I cunning action jump over to the snakes, like into Thavo? Now that there's not many.
I mean, you can just cunning action to disengage and move through them, yeah. You can go wherever you
okay.
want.
I won't get like attacked from running away.
Yep, disengage. Gets rid
Cool.
of that.
I'll just go behind Thavo. Since
Okay.
she's like destroying.
You run away. The snakes turn around, and the couple that are left try to bite you, Thavo. 23. And you need to make a Constitution save. Okay, so you will take 7 plus 6, but you're raging, so 3. 10 points of damage total. Bosh, you're standing on a chest.
I'm going to move over to Rias and cast Cure Wounds. Then I'll move up into the corner, and that'll be the end of my...
Thank you.
Right on. Thavo, there's a couple snakes left.
Same thing. Chopping off heads.
Yeah, that does it. You eliminate the rest of the snakes. They're all gone. You are now back into an empty chamber with no snakes.
Am I now poisoned? Do I have to take disadvantage for everything else now?
No, you are not poisoned.
Okay.
Just took poison damage.
Do we want to open the other chest or rest a bit again?
Rest. Oh, I hate this. I'm not touching that chest.
I have one left.
I think I rolled all 6. I have 0. My total is 6, but I have no.
Do we get to reroll once? I don't know. I feel like we should be able to reroll runs for like hit dice.
Thavo, I can heal you with magic, but that would be your choice.
I really don't care at this point.
I go ahead and pop open that last chest.
Fucking do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the crystal box and set it on the floor.
I sit against the gold chest and just.
I had 49 hit points. $13. Not like this.
Very Ace Ventura style.
Wait a minute. So the darts don't disappear after they shoot out at me?
Nope, they're just stuck in you.
So I have 8 darts total?
Yeah.
Now?
There's 8 darts in the room.
I won't even bother with the crystal box. I'm just gonna go back and sit in the corner and remove all these darts from my body.
Okay. Covered in darts, you start pulling them out, and now you have 8 darts. That is a dex-based weapon, I think.
It makes me think of Lion King when Ed's trying to get all the cactuses out of his butt.
I assume they're just regular darts.
Yeah, they're regular darts. These do a d6 damage. I don't know if normal darts do a d4, but these do a d6, so.
I think that is more.
They're extra sharp.
Yep, I'll change the damage on it.
There you go. So, the crystal box has been removed from the chest. It is now sitting on the ground, and Bosch is sitting in the corner, removing darts from himself.
Is there anything in the gold chest behind me? Or is it also empty?
The gold chest is empty.
I check for a false bottom.
Make an investigation check. No, there's no false bottom.
Dang it, man. That was the only thing that maybe could have lightened up this stupid situation.
Crystal box you put on the ground, you said there's an orb inside it. Is it like you can open the box, or is it like...
The box can be opened. There's something circular in it. You can't make it out because of the crystal distortion, but there's some sort of circular object sitting inside a very small crystal box.
I mean, we're stuck in this room no matter what. So...
Well, we do have the way we came in, right?
Yeah, that's still there.
Hmm. I'll open it.
Okay. You open the crystal box, and as you do, nothing happens. But on the inside there is a small silver ring. Seems very well crafted. And you are unsure of what it actually is, but it is a small silver ring.
Didn't we see something to put this in?
Does the shape remind us of anything?
I assume what Thavo is talking of is in the chapel, where there was the weird slot compartment with a circle drawn over it.
That's what it was.
Well, we might as well head our way back there.
Sure. As she was secretly suicidally hoping that that box would just make her implode.
So we're heading back to the chapel?
Yeah.
Staying away from the altar.
If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice, altar thingy, aught but a loop of magical metal, probably the ring. Something about sacrifice, something about a loop of magical metal. Yeah.
So, you all return to the chapel after a few minutes, walking back through the red orb, through the orb hallway, and then through the narrow tunnel that leads you into the chapel. The altar is still glowing red from the inside, kind of permeating through the cracks, giving this aura. There is still the dead body on the side, the skeleton pointing at the smoky, orange-filled doorway. And then there is the slot that you all dumped a bunch of money into.
Well, let's put the ring in the slot.
I'll walk up to it and put the ring there.
Okay. You walk into the, on the wall over there, drop the ring into the little mechanism that you were feeding coin into previously. You hear the ring, clink, 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 clink. Then you hear the stonework, and then shift as if it's on a hinge. This seems to be a door that you can open.
I'll push open the door.
Pushing open the door, you are greeted with a small hallway It opens up to a staircase that kind of descends down, and laying in this hallway as you open up this heavy stone door is a nude, unconscious Flynn. Do see signs of breathing.
I'll run over to Flynn. Gently try to stir him awake.
You try to wake him up. There is no response. He seems to be fully unconscious at the moment.
I will pump one of my last cure wounds into him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. Flynn, you receive 5 points of healing, and you come to consciousness in a 10-foot hallway right on the edge of some stairs. With your friends around you.
Do we win?
Oh, this is familiar.
I will get excited and pick Flynn up and hug him and twirl him around, even though
No!
we're both naked.
I can't say this is the first time this has happened.
I am so sorry, Flynn. I will never complain about you using magic ever again. I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Oh, thank you for making my ribs burst. What happened?
You were cut in half.
Just look down. How did you put me back together?
We didn't. You were just here. We thought you were dead.
Huh.
What do you remember?
Big guy came out the box and then swung at me. And then you guys started throwing me around.
Okay, well, you stay behind me at all times now.
Okay. I'm gonna check my armpits.
Still there. Still have wrinkly armpits.
What is the point of it all? They going down any further?
Nope.
Alright. I didn't have any sweet dreams.
Nothing.
I just saw a big giant scimitar, and then I woke up on the ground.
Yeah, felt like maybe a second or two later. It wasn't even that long of darkness.
Alright, well, how about we just go to that place and pull all the levers down?
What about this stairwell?
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
where are we?
So, we're in a secret tunnel next to the temple.
We found a ring in one of the chests. We put it in the thing that we dumped a bunch of money in, and it opened a secret door leading us to you. Somehow not cut in half and alive.
Right. Well, I had to motivate you to find a way to in here somehow, right? That's me, totally on purpose. Good job. I'm kidding. I don't know how I got here.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
I look for traps on the stairs, holes in the walls for arrows to shoot out of, or a tripwire or something. Badoosh.
You don't see anything in this hallway. It seems pretty clear. Pristine, like pretty much everywhere else has been. Unusually clean for what this place is, but yeah, you don't see anything just right off the bat that looks dangerous to you.
Step on that little first stair, and then I jump back.
Okay. You take a little step on the steps and keep jumping back. Nothing happens. You do a
Well-
sweet dance down the stairs, though.
Yep. Now I'm down.
If you want, I can hit the ground again.
Oh, we're good, Tharvo. I think it's okay.
I'm gonna hit the ground.
Thavo is poking the ground with a giant spear as you all progress down the hallway. Walking down the hallway, you see it ends like 40-50 feet in front of you as you turn the corner to a door.
I hate these things. This place is scary. There's definitely a trap in here. I'll look for traps along the wall.
Okay.
I do not see anything. I think I still got the dead eyes on.
You gotta scroll around or whatever. Like, hold right click and look around.
Now I've got the whole map, it's all black. It went away when I died.
What was your dark vision? 30? 60?
I think it's 60. Let me double check. I think it's a basic. Yeah, 60. And am I still poisoned?
Can you see now?
I can see my token, but I can't see around it.
Try to click refresh. Maybe you need to refresh. Let me turn that off. The rest of you can see in this hallway, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just moving you guys. It's showing on my screen that you can see.
Okay, I can see now. There it is.
Okie dokie. There you go. You're all in the hallway. With the investigation check of the walls, there doesn't seem to be anything on the walls. Looks like just smooth stonework covered with some sort of plaster, like previous hallways.
I go down to the door, open it, kind of stepping out of the way.
Are you opening it towards you or pushing it?
Whichever way it opens.
What do you try first?
I'll open it towards me.
Okay, you open it towards you. It opens up into another chamber that ends 20 feet away with another door.
Go in.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it, dude. Love to see it.
Hey, good save. You step on the ground and it falls out like previous hallways, as there is a spike pit at the bottom. As the floor crumbles, you step back through the doorway. You don't fall in.
This place is tricky. I hate it here. This is terrible.
I
I
find
told
it to
you
be
to
quite
let-
simple.
I told you to let me hit the ground.
You're not wrong, Thavo. You go first.
I mean, you already triggered it.
If
You
there's
should
one
probably
thing I've
throw-
learned, there's one thing I learned in this place is you gotta take your time. Remember?
But remember that one hallway where if we took our time, we got shot by arrows?
Well, obviously you gotta improvise, but grand scheme of things, you take your time until you can't take your time, and then, yeah,
Shot by an arrow. Yeah.
yeah. Right now, I haven't been shot once, so I think we could stand to tippy toe around a bit.
Just chopped in
My
half.
It's chopped in
side
half.
kills.
I mean, yeah, you were cleaved in half.
Impressive.
You were cut in twain, Flynn. I don't know how you're still alive.
I
It's
think you
freaking
guys
me out.
opened up a chest and got hit with hallucinogenic gas.
It's freaking me out, okay?
Alright, well, I'm gonna throw you guys across.
What?
Wait. Before you do that, can you reach the other side to make sure that's not just going to drop out too?
Can I reach the other side with my spear?
The pit is 10 feet long, so no.
another spear?
It's
Yeah,
back in the
Bosh.
treasure room.
Bosh.
I never
Oh,
picked it
oh,
up from the treasure room.
What would you do with 2 spears? Would you
Throw
throw
the
one?
other one.
Well, if we throw a spear and it crashes to another pit, we're not going to be able to get across it anyway.
Oh. Throw my spear.
Okay. You throw your spear to the other side. It slides into the other door in this chamber.
Hey, nothing fell through, and not to boast, but I put quite a bit of muscle behind it.
Go ahead and throw me.
And I throw Bosh.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Make sure it's normal.
Yeah, easily. You get thrown 15 feet, land on the other side. You are now... right there. On the other side of the pit.
I will throw Flynn next.
Athletics.
And I'll help catch him.
Catch the little naked guy.
I use inspiration.
She spikes me into the spikes. She volleyball spikes me straight down.
You both fall, and she lands on you into spikes.
I mean, use my inspiration.
I
Roll
think
again.
you guys just keep killing me. I'll make it to the end, and then I can get us out of here.
Yeah, you toss Flynn across.
Woo!
Watch kind of catches you on the other side, stabilizing you, and sets you over here.
I didn't like that. I'm next, and that makes this worse. Are you
Alright.
tired? Do you need to take a break? How
In
does
the
this
middle
work?
of Norias talking, I throw him.
So Flynn and I will use the spear, the butt end of the spear, to try to give him something to hang on to if he doesn't quite make it.
Easy enough. You throw him across. Makes it to both of you. Norias, you are now in the next room.
Narias, you're tall enough. You might be able to just jump it.
I will take a run back a little bit to get a little, what do you call that? The long jump,
Yeah,
Distance.
A little bit of speed.
and then jump over it.
you make it. Easy enough. You're strong enough to where you can jump that far, so...
Take my spear back.
Okay, you're greeted with the sight of another door.
Alright, Norias, let me hit the ground before you walk through.
Alright, I'm gonna pop the door. As I just
Which way?
look out, and then I pop the door.
Towards you again?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door towards you. Looks like a hallway. Leading to another door.
Smack the ground.
You smack the ground, and the plates fall through again. There's another 10-foot pit.
I really hate this place.
They thought they could hit us with it twice. How
I'm
cute.
Going to throw my spear again. To make sure it's not a double pit.
It clatters across the stonework. Sliding into the other door, same as last time.
Alright, same order.
Make an athletics check for Bosch.
Damn it!
Easy enough. Bosch is on the other side.
I assume Bosch are using that spear again to help. Okay. Alright, it fled.
Huh?
Flynn makes it across.
My heels are getting really bruised.
And Norias makes it across.
And then I jump across.
Jumping again. You're all in the next chamber. Greeted by another door.
Before we go further, can I take a second to look around, make sure we're not missing any secret doors?
Yeah, make a perception or investigation check.
Can I help him with that?
Sure, both of you can roll, or one of you roll with advantage. Okay, both of you roll. Bosh, you can roll 1, 2. Okay, both of you kind of search this cramped space as all of you are like crammed into a 10-foot square, standing on the edge of a pit. You don't see anything that is outstanding, any secret paths or anything like that.
All right, same thing. Look out! Might shoot a javelin through the door or something. As I pop the door towards me.
Open the door towards you. This hallway is longer, and you see it does branch off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35 feet until it turns a corner to the right. There is not another door at the end of this one.
Hit the ground.
You hit the ground, and the stonework falls apart. There's another 10-foot pit.
Are there any holes in the side of the wall or something?
In the room that you're in,
Yeah, no. In the hallway down there, I peer in. Is there anything that I can see, tripwire or holes in the wall to shoot arrows at? I don't know.
make a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
I'd like to
Perception.
help him.
Because you are standing away from everything. You're trying to see it. Bosh, do you want to roll as well? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the two of you look through. Let me see where I'm at, because I scrolled. The two of you look down this hallway. You do not see a, any sort of tripwires, bolts, arrows, anything like that. But Bosh, you do notice that in this pit in front of you, just to the left of the door that you're all at, there is a doorway, like a wooden door, and it looks like it's painted gray to match the wall textures, but there is like the door frame, you can see the door handle just to the left of this.
There's a door over here on the wall. They tried to hide it, but it's another secret door.
Throw your spear, Thavo.
I throw my spear.
It clatters across the hallway, going about 20 feet down. Stone seems fine.
Same order.
Athletics checks. Bosh is across.
Luck point. I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
Just in case. Yep.
Glenn is across. Narias is
All-
across. And
all
then
my
you jump.
Luck. That's all my luck and inspiration for the day.
So all of you jump across the third set of spike pit in this hallway as you make it through the door. The hallway does branch around the corner, and like I said, there is now pointed out to you the first square on the bottom side in the corner. There is a doorway painted to look like stone there. But there's a hallway if you want to go that way as well.
Got a good feeling about the door that's hidden.
But it's
If we
hidden
may-
terribly. Maybe they want us to open it.
If we do a human chain where we hold hands, can one of us get close enough to open the door?
Oh, for sure. Thavo's tall enough that, like, if you just counterbalanced her, she could reach the door.
Thavo, you want to lean me over so I could open this door?
No problem.
I'll attempt to open the gray door.
Okay. So just kind of lean over, grab the door handle, pull it towards you. It opens. Nothing happens. You can't see in it from this angle. It looks like a small little corridor hallway, maybe 5 foot wide, is on the other side of that door, but you can't really see into it from the angles that you're at.
I'll, like, hold on to Thavo a little bit. Maybe get him out there a little bit further, maybe where I can see it.
Thavo, make an athletics check with advantage. Since you are the base of this weird triangle peaking pyramid. Yeah, you're good. So you lean out. There is a small 5-foot corridor that goes about 10 feet to a set of stairs. And that's what you see. Looks like it descends down into darkness into some other hallway.
I'll relay that to everybody.
We got 2 choices. Love to see it.
Well, let's at least peek around the corner before we make our decision.
Alright, careful about the floors.
I will keep hitting the floor in front of me.
Okay. The whole time you're doing that, you don't find any more pits.
Okay.
Just say that so you guys can move freely. Yeah, you all turn the corner into a very long hallway.
Very long.
It leads you like a 5-minute walk down, actually probably more like 30 minutes with Thavo hitting every single tile that's in front of her. You all slowly progress down the hallway until you are greeted with a thick wooden door that is heavily bound with iron bands, and there are several locks keeping it shut.
We need to find a gear. I hate this.
We should check out the secret door. I'm hoping that we just find a secret room that's just got our stuff nice and folded.
Maybe cleaned, maybe a little bit fixed, hopefully. Nice and
mean-
shiny.
I do feel like secret doors tend to lead us to somewhere new.
That's the artwork I was supposed to show you for this door that you've come up on.
I don't have any lockpicks or anything.
I mean, all we have are darts, but I don't think that'll be enough to get it done without breaking the locks.
I think we should go to the secret door. Secret doors seem to lead us to wherever we need to be.
Sounds
Normal
like a
doors
plan.
just lead us back.
Or if we're very lucky, some sort of a supply closet can help us.
Yeah, let's head that way.
We're going back to the gray door?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get to that spot. Okay. So you all get back to the pit where the gray door is. It's a 5-foot hallway, a little bit of a mess, but you guys can skirt it if you wish to proceed down that hall. Okay. I will move all of you into the hallway. I'll boss you in there. Put you in here. Put you in here. We'll just put you there. And then we'll put you in the back, because it's fun that way. Alright, so all of you are in this hallway. You see stairs descend to the west. The corridor extends past the bottom of the steps, and it's slightly cloudy. There's like another fog kind of emanating in this corridor like those passages before.
What color?
This one is just gray. This one looks like a more natural kind of smoky fog almost existing in the hallway.
Okay, so we have gray. The orange one turned us opposite gendered, opposite alignment. What color was the one that took our clothes?
Black.
I believe he is right. That
And
one.
the gray fog was where the orange, yellow, and blue cube thingies were, and that one just teleported us. We can't
take a look
open,
around.
we can't open the door because it has too many locks that we can't open.
I think this might be our only option. Starting to... I think we're on the right track. We've gotten to a room with a secret door.
Can I take another look around, just examining what's on the walls and that sort of stuff?
Sure, go for it. Yeah. Let me look here. Let me look at one more thing real quick. You actually, with that, as you all are standing on the staircase, notice that immediately on your left, as you're looking around, there seems to be some sort of arcane force covering a section of the wall that Bosch, you, and Flynn are on, the ones that would be on your left if you're facing down the stairs. Right, it seems like there's some sort of arcane gate on this wall.
Flynn, are you familiar with some sort of arcane gate? It seems like there's something over here on the wall.
Can I inspect it and see if it's something that I recognize?
Make an Arcana check.
Am I still poisoned?
You are still poisoned. Yeah. So just with that, you do see that there are some runes kind of carved in like a doorway pattern. They're very faint and hard to see. You assume this is some sort of abjuration spell that is on the door, but you don't see any means of opening it with the spell on the doorway. It seems like it's blocking something.
Dispel magic. That is vocal and somatic.
Yeah. Let me see if you need to make a check for this door. You do not. You cast Dispel Magic, and the guard over the door is lifted as the wall disappears, and there is now a doorway in front of you here.
Finally, I'm able to assist. After you. I'll open the door.
Magic.
I'll add that to the token so you can see that door.
I will go through first and smack the floor.
Okay. Take a solid 15 minutes smacking the floor. As you walk into the next hallway, the floor seems stable.
Just want to know I'm smacking floors everywhere I go.
I figured you are. Walking down. You are met with a simple looking wooden door. Once again, lined with iron bands.
I am going to look for secret doors in this hallway.
Okay. Perception or
I'll
investigation?
assist him as
Sorry,
well.
Perception.
Bosch, you can go ahead and roll too. Okay, both of you check this hallway pretty thoroughly, and you do not see any more secret doors in this hallway. Just the one door at the end.
Can I check this door for traps?
Sure. Make an investigation check. This door does not appear to be trapped.
I pop it open. Dang, everybody look out. I pop it open and kind of step back.
Opens up. This opens up into... Let me read here. This seems to be some sort of laboratory or a preparation room as you walk in. You guys can move your tokens in if you'd like. Looking in, the walls are lined with shelves. You see a bunch of old jars that are filled with dust and other important ingredients. There's a large desk and stool, 2 workbenches, a preparation table. There's clay pots and urns surrounding. Most of which, as you're looking around, seems to be used up. You can kind of get the whiff and smells of like perfumes and ointments, oils that used to be in these until they were used up. There's dried herbs and unidentified like nature bone skulls litter the workbenches around the room, and there are 3 large vats in this chamber as well.
First thing I'm gonna do is check any desks or any drawers for notes, cheat codes on how to get through this place, that sort of thing.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Said there was a bunch of herbs and stuff.
Yeah, there's a smattering of like old dried components and things like that that are left over. Flynn investigating the room, opening drawers and trying to find anything important. You do not find anything. This seems to be cleared out and empty.
Can I look for 3 specific components to magic spells?
Let's see what's
If
in here.
if they were any good to use anymore.
Yeah, so opening up the jars, you see that most of them are impotent, like they're old and withered and decayed almost to like a form of dust. It seems like the stuff in here was not privy to the same treatment as the rest of the dungeon, as this seems to have given away to time. But yeah, opening them up, most of them just crumble with oxygen reaching back into the jars as you open it. No important components in here.
Can I check the desk?
The
I was just
desks
gonna
have
take a
been
look at
checked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't find anything in there. What's up with these three things here with the goo, with the liquid in them?
Yeah, so there are 3 vats in here. They're about 7 feet in diameter and 4 feet in depth. They're pretty large vats. They all contain murky liquids. It seems like they're all bolted to the floor and going to be way too heavy to move even for like Thavo. The one that you're at contains some sort of like translucent to a point. It's a little bit murky, but this kind of like green liquid that is inside of it.
Does it look familiar to me at all? Some sort of a potion or magical fang or acid?
Make an investigation check.
Do a little smell.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of give it a smell. It doesn't give off like this waft or like any sort of bad smell. It's pretty plain in the air as you're smelling it. You do dip like a finger in it just to see what it is, and your finger becomes a little bit irritated and starts to itch. With that investigation, you assume that this is some sort of acid. Something that wouldn't be good if you doused yourself in it.
I walk over to the other like darker looking one. This one.
Okay. With that investigation check too, as you're kind of looking in and dip your finger in, You catch a certain angle to where there's something at the bottom of this vat. It looks like something sitting down there. Give me a perception check to see if you can make out any details of it. Okay. Yeah, the shape is a little distorted when you catch a glimpse of it, and you can't really make it out, but it doesn't seem to be very big. Maybe like handheld size for you, but something sitting at the bottom of this that doesn't seem to be damaged by whatever this acid is. Narias, you go and check that jar. That jar is... on the inside of that, there is a grayish substance. It looks almost gelatinous. It's dense. You can't see to the bottom, but as you're looking into that pot, you see that there is what looks to be half a key, like the end half of a key, like a circular ring made of gold, but it's broken off at a point to where it looks like it's one half of a key.
Does it look like the ichor stuff that was on the spikes earlier?
This one's different. Those were more of like a black tarish looking substance. This one's just a gray, solid, like gelatinous.
Gotta be careful throwing that gelatinous word around in D&D.
I hate that thing.
So far, do these look similar to the fogs at all? Like, maybe they're like fog making machines?
No, they do not resemble any of the fogs. There's no like smoke or anything coming off of it that looks like it would relate to the doors.
Just fog making machines, and then some trap music drops.
We found the sound booth of a rave.
That's the curse of one of the rooms. You just walk in and you just rave until you die.
I'll move on to the blue one if no one else is.
Yeah. Looking in this one, it seems to be just some dirty water. It looks like water.
Anything sitting on the bottom there?
Make a perception check. Kind of look around like the murky, dark water. Nothing's in there. You can see the bottom. You don't see any distorted items or objects sitting at the bottom.
I'll dip my finger in like I did the green one to see if it irritates at all.
You dip the same finger in. It seems to rinse whatever that acid was off of your finger. A little bit of relief, but it does just seem to be dirty water.
Damn, I was hoping it was a healing pool.
These are all like, I don't know, like you go to family barbecues and like you got the thing you get the tea out of, like the jars with the spout at the bottom. Yeah, a little spigot at the bottom.
Definitely not a spigot at the bottom of any of these.
Are there any drains in this room by chance?
Make an investigation check.
Favo, what you looking for?
Drains.
Alright, let me know if you don't find any. I've got an idea.
Flynn, do you know what the heck this black gelatinous crap is?
I'll saunter over there and look at it. Does it look familiar to me?
Just don't touch it, okay? This one...
Man, you guys are keep saying gelatinous.
Why are you so worried about me? I don't understand.
Lynn, you have a tendency to touch stuff that you probably shouldn't.
Okay, that happened twice. First of all.
Twice? I've known you for a whole, 5 days, okay?
Yeah, and I've only done it twice.
That is pretty good for him.
Make an investigation check, Flynn. You don't know what this is. It's thick and, once again, gelatinous and just kind of stuck in this pot. It doesn't seem to be moving. It's got a smooth top on it, like it's flattened out. And it's just this grayish, gummy substance sitting in a vat.
And I see it's like a part of a key or something in there too.
Yeah, there's the half of a key. It looks like this golden key kind of sitting on the rim that was broken off at the straight part.
So it's like the little handle part and not the keyed part?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
I saw something in the green one too. I couldn't make out what it was, but Davo, find a drain.
No drains.
I
Ah.
go over to the green one and try to look at it.
But
see
I
what it
do
is.
have an idea.
Careful though, I think that's a bit of acid. So if we jump in there, we might get eaten.
So I have a couple ideas.
I've got one.
The fun one is we just knock them over, let them drain out, or maybe I can
Bolted.
use a spear, and I can create like a little hole in the bottom to let them drain slowly. Take longer.
This one's made of acid. Might eat the floor away. I don't know.
Not on our floor. We don't pay rent here.
Well, what if there's more spikes underneath and then we fall?
Well, we take a step back.
Well, what if the hole that you create compromises the integrity of the floor and then it all just breaks away? And then the whole place shatters up on our heads.
Well, we might die here anyway. It's worth a try.
Or
We
I can
don't
use
die.
my
That does not
I can use my
sound-
catapult spell to just try to pick it up out. What you doing, Nerais? You said you were gonna. What did you do? That's acid. Don't touch
Yeah,
that.
I wanted to look inside, maybe see if I can make out what's in it.
Make a perception check.
I'm stuck on a table for no matter what they do.
It is still hard to make out. Whatever the substance is distorting the image on the bottom. It's something small. Just can't make out what it is.
Alright, if no one's got any objections,
I
just-
jab my hand into the vat of acid, get the thingy, run over to the water and wash it off. Wash my arm off.
You take 5 points of acid damage, but you reach in, grab the item, pull it out, sink it into the cold water, and rinse the acid off. You have the other half of a key.
Flynn is naked, arms crossed, judging, hard, shaking his head. The hypocrisy!
Remember when he told you not to touch stuff, and then he touched stuff?
At least when I touch stuff, I don't know it's dangerous. You would have your body into an acid pit, you nerd. I
No,
am
I
going to
said
use catapult. Shush! I am going to use catapult to try to lift the other part of the key out of the gelatinous part.
I have mage hand, so we just do that. I completely forgot that I could do that.
You use catapult to launch whatever this object is in the bottom of the vat up towards the top. You see it and then just slowly descend down.
Smack it away from it, falling back into the thing with my spear. Don't want to touch it.
It didn't come out of the pot. It went like halfway up with the catapult spell and then slowly
Oh.
began to sink back down.
Oh, it didn't leave the pot?
It did not leave the pot.
I jump over there, cast mage hand, and try to like jam it as far in as possible and grab it.
Okay, you cast Mage Hand, and as the Mage Hand begins to sink down, it is immediately torn apart as you see these tendrils, and you see this jelly creature start to pull itself out of the vat. And once again, we will be in initiative. We will probably take our break right there before we get into this combat.
Do it. You threw that word around way too much.
Yeah, well, this
The
one's
word had
not a
been thrown.
gelatinous cube, it's a jelly.
Oh.
So is it better or worse?
Yes.
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 We got pros and cons.
So yeah, let's all roll initiative, click on your tokens, all that fun stuff.
YouTube, this way. Go down there.
Lick and describe.
Look and describe.
Lick and describe.
I don't know if for some reason with initiative, the advantage toggle doesn't work.
Yeah, you have to roll twice and then I'll change it to whatever the lower is. I
Okay.
had that too when I got exhaustion being Mac. Yeah, so 10. 10.12.
All right, Flynn 3.0 making a comeback. Stay tuned for Flynn 4.0.
So we're gonna take a break here. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. Everybody go to the bathroom and lick and describe.
perfect time. My team's done.
He's done and everything. Cover up that white section. There we go. Now it's full screen. All right. So just like we left off. There's a giant jelly man coming out of this vat with these long tendrils that's slipping out of the vat in process. Bosch, you're first. Sitting on a desk in the back.
Sweet. I'm going to scoot over a little bit and make my attacks with the darts.
Make some attacks.
First, I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
Let me double check, make sure that's not a component.
Finally, darts are back in the game.
It is not, so I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
He is marked by the hunter. Uh, 13, I'm assuming? Is what that is? Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah, that's my attack fighting style.
4 piercing. 2 hunter's mark. 6 points of damage.
All right, now for my Dread Ambusher attack, which would add a D8 to this if it hits.
Okay, go for it. Definitely hits. $11 points of damage.
And then my final attack, which is real nice to be able to actually just attack something outright again.
Definitely hits.
How many darts can you throw?
10 total damage.
And that is it for my turn. I only have, 5 darts left.
There'll be 5 darts left. Yeah, they sink in and kind of just absorb into the creature, but you can tell it's taking some damage from these strikes. As each one, when it makes an impact, this kind of dark aura swirls around it, increasing the damage that it does. That's it for Bosch. Narias, you're up. You're a big jelly man. Definitely
Firebolt
hits. Yeah, 11 points of damage. Takes it.
Alright, cunning action. Hop on top of the table.
Okay. Ending Narias. Thavo, you're up.
Alright, move forward. Try to get Flynn behind me. Can I shove him behind me?
Sure. You can use your bonus action to switch places with him.
Okay.
You'll be like that.
And I'm going to recklessly rage as well as use, for the first time, my Great Weapon Master ability.
Now we're talking.
Okay.
That he's not too hard to hit. Oh, that needs to be advantage. Hold on. Okay, so it would be 10 to hit?
10 definitely hits.
Alright,
So is that 31 points of damage?
yup. And I'll take my second attack.
That's enough. One attack's enough.
Okay.
As you swing into this jelly creature that's like lifting up, you catch it with the end of the spear and just launch it into a wall as it and then slides down. It seems to be very lifeless at the moment.
Flynn told like his hand was starting to get all frosty, like,
Oh,
nice.
Do you want to hit it and we'll say you did it?
No, I'm not. It's not that big of a deal. I was just excited because I was gonna run away and then I didn't need to, but because we all know about opportunity attacks, right?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is why you stay behind me, but you would have done good.
Are the darts I hit him with still there, or they dissolve?
As you go over to the remaining jelly substance on the ground, it seems that they have dissolved to a point of no use. There's still, like, the crude points of them exist, but it's very damaged.
All right. Go
Still
back
take
to
'em?
the vat. Make sure there's no gelatinous debris.
Completely empty now.
Grab that key.
Yep, so you have the back half and the front half of a key.
All right. Does this go like this, Narias? This is a little latch. Let's try this here.
I give him the other piece.
All right. I am a tinkerer because I'm a gnome.
Yeah.
Innately know about tinkering because I'm a gnome now.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, once you take the two pieces and begin to put them together, you see this little flash. It attaches perfectly. It is now a solid key, and you now
Now-
have the first key.
How much you wanna bet that goes to one of the locks on the door?
I bet nothing because I've got nothing. But if we have find our stuff, I'll bet you 1,000 gold.
1,000. I don't even know. Too much.
I think
bet-
we're both on the same page anyway.
Oh, by the way, you notice my hair's short now, Flynn.
Yeah. What happened
Oh!
to Kiwi?
I still have Kiwi. Kiwi is now. I probably would have taken that hair and created like a little nest. Maybe like tie some hair around me. Make like a little nest.
Make a
around me.
hair purse for Kiwi.
Make a hair purse.
Sure, you have a makeshift hair purse.
That
I
is
cut
kinda
my hair
gross.
off because I thought he died, and I thought I didn't do my job, so I felt bad. So I cut my hair off as penance, and then I made a hair purse for Kiwi. So it worked out. I paid my penance. You came back to life. Kiwi has a hair purse.
Makes sense if you think about it.
Don't take responsibility for me expiring. There's not much you can do about a giant skeleton man hitting me in the chest with a giant blade in
Let's just say-
0.9 seconds.
Let's just do this. If you can make me a hair potion, I will accept the hair potion when we get out of here.
I'm not much of an alchemist, but I'll look for spells. There's a spell that can fix ripped clothing. I don't know if we can regrow hair, but I mean, we can try it.
Loathing?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
called mending. Keep it nice and pristine. You should learn it.
Have to mend each hair one by one back into the correct hair.
It's a D&D weave.
Well, we can try to go back to the door with the locks, or we can see what's going on with these stairs over here. What if we get lucky and find all the keys?
How many locks did that door have on it? 3?
Scrolling back up. Not that. The doorway had several on it.
Oh.
Sure, three locks. Just say 3.
Okay, I was just trying. I think I just was looking at the picture.
It looks to be 3 locks in the picture.
We'll just
I
say
get
it's
the
3
picture.
locks.
I can't get the picture pulled back up.
Yeah, the message for Akarak won't open for me either. No. It's fine.
I can repost it if you need to see it.
Everything opens for me except the picture of the door, the locked door.
On the picture, I see 3 locks.
Yeah, we'll just say it's 3. It's fine. You guys can hear me,
Unless, yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say, unless this lady's shield is covering a lock.
right? No, we'll just say it's 3.
Alright, well, I hit the ground. Darius, you look for traps. And then you guys be look for secret doors. Same thing, different hallway.
I look for traps.
Everybody make your rolls.
Oh, look for doors! Is that
Is it-
investigation?
Investigation or perception?
Do I have to make a roll?
No,
for
you don't have
hitting
to
the
make
floor?
rolls. You're just taking everybody slowly as you hit all the ground. So Flynn, Narias, make perceptions or investigation checks.
Really hope we get rid of this poison potion.
You make your way through the hallway. There's no traps. There's no doors. Nothing stands out to you. As you bend the corner, you find a massive 20-foot pit filled with spikes.
How deep are these pits?
A 10-foot deep empty pit. Oh, it's not even filled with spikes. A 10-foot deep empty pit completely fills the passageway and extends so far as to making jumping across it impossible for most creatures. Hey, there's a handout.
Fortuitous fall.
We'll see, that one has spikes in it.
That's scary looking.
Oh yeah, there's spikes in it. I don't know why it says empty in the description. Oh, because you needed to perceive that there's spikes in it, but you already did that. There's spikes in it. That's what it looks like.
Wait, is there a key on the wall? Across? Is that what that is? Or is that a lever in the picture?
Looks like a key.
There's no key.
So the picture's lying to us.
I don't know what that is, but it's by the dude's face. I see that.
There's no key. I mean, it's just a stock image that I'm supposed to show, so you have an idea of what you're looking at.
Could
We
we
might
take...
not be able to jump, but can Thavo? Is that a distance that you could throw?
I mean,
It's the double. It's the double.
It's real risky. What about we go get those vats and empty them, and place them in the pit, so we can just kind of more so walk across the pit
Those vats look like they weigh about 400 pounds each.
with stuff in it.
I think they're bolted too, so it'd be very difficult to get them off.
Oh, there's tables in there though. We can use the tables.
Set him down over the spikes.
We can try, yeah.
So we'll just slumber back and grab tables and set them in there.
Yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
good plan. I don't have a problem with this. You take
It's a trap.
desks and throw them into the pit and make a pretty simple passageway to across. You have to kind of climb down. It's a little bit sketchy at some points as the tables wobble as they're not balanced evenly on spikes, but it's easy enough to make it across for the four of you. You can make your way across the pit.
Seemed way too easy.
Yeah, a little bit scary.
No, this is what happens when you use your brains.
Thavo, make sure you be smacking that floor.
Smack that
Smack it.
all on the floor.
Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more. Smack that.
There are
Yeah, I
no
wrote
floor
that.
traps on
I
this.
wrote that. That was my parents wrote that song.
Oh, I think I've heard of your parents. Were they? Was one of their names Akon?
No, that person was a plagiarizer.
Oh,
Tried to make it a little bit more hip hop, I think is what they called it. But it's supposed to be folky and
Hip-hop.
danceable,
Boshi, that sounds like something you would like as hip hop.
Or like-
you
or
like the
bit-
hop.
or bit bop, or bebop, or something like that.
There are no traps on the floor.
You bop it, you smack it, you twist it, you turn
Ah, I
it.
love that game.
Secret door. Is there a secret door? I'm gonna look for the secret door.
I'll assist.
Investigation perception.
It looks like there's some. I don't know. Maybe it's just the map. Are these like weird cracks in the floor, or is this just the floor?
This is just the floor. yes, you do actually find a secret door. Right behind where Flynn is. As you investigate the walls. I'll bring it to visual so you guys can see it. Right there. There's a secret door there.
Here's the door.
Okay.
Found one.
You got the eyes of an eagle in your eyes.
I try. Look out. I'm gonna try to open it. I'm gonna try to, like, pull it towards me. And then I'm gonna try all the other ways that, we have possibly done opening doors.
Okay.
The last thing he does is push. It's actually a push open.
It pushes open. Once you push the door, it kind of unlatches and opens into a 10-foot like square room. Another small room, and there is another door.
First try.
I'm gonna look for traps before I step in.
Knock the floor.
Make an investigation check.
Just like to think he's getting down and looking, and then Thavo's like, ah!
Oh, that snake heads chopping skills off. It's really paying off.
Man,
There are no
That was
traps in this
pretty-
room.
it's pretty good.
Smallest room.
I guess. Check this door for traps.
That's included in your 20 investigation. That door does not appear to be trapped.
Look out. And I open it towards us a little bit. I'm looking.
Okay. You open the door a little bit, and you open it into a medium-sized room. This medium-sized room appears to be filled with funerary offerings and furniture. There are 4 rotting sofas, a couple of throne-like chairs, and a jumble of stands, small tables, and vases and urns that are dented, chipped, and broken. Only the rather plain tapestries hanging on the east and west walls appear to have been spared a rough looting. Amid the general havoc are scattered several trunks and a larger number of coffers.
Of what? Coffers?
Coffers.
This room looks like a load of doo-doo.
No, they haven't had the housekeepers here in a long time. I'll start looking through some of these tables and desks for cheat codes.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Cheat codes. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
Go back to that place to win the Tomb of Horrors. And also, here's all your stuff back. Ooh.
Investigating, like, you get through the first 2 desks, kind of opening drawers. Nothing useful seems to be in there. You see, like, parchment and papers, stuff like that, that appears to have faded just over time and are now just blank sheets of paper. As you get through the second one, the floor drops about a foot beneath you and then springs back up, launching you all into the air. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Hey, saving throws aren't affected by poison. Let's do this. I'm gonna use my inspiration. No, I'm not.
You're
No,
not?
I'm not.
Okay.
Ah, yes, I am.
Okay.
God, this sucks.
Good luck.
Yeah, I knew.
Aw.
All right, bye guys.
Yours did the same thing as mine.
You land on the floor, prone, and take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
All of us?
Just Flynn, because he failed.
Yeah.
Knock the wind out of you?
Yep.
You're okay. You're not gonna die. We got you.
Yeah. I'm bruised. So bruised, like someone took an apple and dropped it a lot. Would have been rather fun if it was a trampoline and not the stone floor.
Can I look at the mechanism that... Can I see the mechanism that just launched us into the air?
Nope.
So it's just still under the ground?
As far as you assume, the whole room shifted, like the whole floor. You assume it's under the floor, whatever it is.
How about everybody take a step out of the room, and I'm gonna hit each tile in the floor, and I will mark the tiles.
Did I appear to trigger anything, or was it just random, like maybe those sections with the arrows that were shooting us?
Based on the entirety of the floor shifting, you don't think that it was like a pressure plate. Nothing triggered under your feet or anybody's.
I have a feeling we just need to get through this quickly, or it's gonna happen again.
Probably sounds, yeah, that sounds right. I go to this trunk. And I guess I open it slowly.
Did I get a chance to open it before, or was it right when I got to it?
I think you got launched in the air.
You're both checking through all of these things. You get through a few more and keep opening stuff up, most of which still seems to be empty. Let's see if a floor happens. Need everybody to make dexterity saving throws as you get through the rest of the chests. Flynn, you open up a chest, and Narias, you also open up a chest. Both of you do find something.
I stepped out of the room. Am I still in the...
You do not have to make a
bounce zone?
check.
I think I found something. Ah!
Narias, give me a... Roll 8d10. Flynn, roll 2d4. And Thavo, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you land prone on the ground, not catching your balance.
8d10?
Yes, please. Okay. Narias, you find 45 platinum pieces. So, I think that's, what, 4,500 gold pieces?
I think it's 450.
That's at 450. Yeah, because they're 10, right? Right? I don't remember.
That is right.
Flynn, you find 4 gems that look like they're all worth about 10 gold pieces each. Those are the things you find searching all of the chests and coffers and all of that stuff. That's what's in those.
But I can't carry it, can I?
I mean, you could just hold it or put it in your butt.
Can we rip some cloth off the couches that are in here to make some sort of bag to carry it?
With the state of the couches and how they're very, like, rotted, the fabric probably would not hold up very well if you tried to put anything into it. It's very thin.
Is there any intact coffer or, like, little container?
Yeah, there's intact small containers.
Alright, let me pick up one. Here, Flynn, put it in here.
Okay. Is this a door?
There's a door there.
Alright. I'm gonna investigate for traps on the door.
Make an investigation check.
I will assist him.
I was gonna say, I assume nobody did that yet.
Yeah, both of you rolled once. With the aid of Nereis, both of you kind of looking over the door, it does not appear to be trapped.
I think it's good.
Tavo, boss, we're gonna go through this door. Tavo, get ready to smack that floor.
That floor. Sorry, I'm looking up stuff about Mike. Just looking up something. Yeah, I smacked the floor.
Well, you haven't opened the door yet.
Oh,
You've already
I
thought
thought Nereis is our door opener.
All right, everybody,
Okay.
step back. Pop the door open. I'm gonna try towards us first.
Okay. The door does open. As you turn the handle and start to pull it, the door falls down in your direction. As you jump back, you see another large spear kind of tilt out and shoot in your direction. It makes an attack on you. 16 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And you take...
Can I cast shield? Is that a thing that works? Can I do that with nothing here?
Your shield, yeah, at least mine does.
Yeah, I
And
don't
it
need
adds
component.
5. It adds 5 to your AC.
My AC 13. Yes, I would like to cast shield.
Okay.
And now I have a 18 armor class. So that doesn't hit.
Yeah, you cast shield at the last second, reflecting the large spear up into the ceiling as it up above.
I pick up the spear.
You have a spear and a box.
And
Filled
a
with
box.
Platinum pieces and gems.
Thavo, do we want to put Kiwi in here for a little bit safer keeping?
Ask Kiwi. Kiwi, how you feel about that?
Kiwi hides in the hair purse.
Kiwi likes to help us.
Alright.
It's because it smells like me, probably.
How big is the chest and how big is her purse?
I mean, the chest is like a foot long. It's not that big, but it can fit all the stuff in, so it's not obstructing any of you. Everybody but Bosch make a dexterity saving throw. All of you land on your feet, now knowing what the floor does, taking no damage.
So that door is another trap door. There's not anything behind where the spear was.
Correct. It is a solid wall mechanism that shoots a spear out.
All right, everyone out. Oh my god.
Did we check these curtains at all? Because if this floor is all bouncy, I don't know.
If that
'cause
happens to me 4 more times, I'm dead.
Well, you stay out because I'm looking for the key, like more keys.
I guess I'll go in there and look around at the curtains real quick.
'Cause
Just
that's
quick,
what these are, right?
the squiggly lines.
Yeah, those are the curtains.
Probably could make clothes out of those, or like at least a toga.
Purse, a better purse.
Walk to the curtains that you are investigating, so I know which ones you're looking at. Okay, both of you give me an investigation check.
I will just aid Nereis. Not that he needs it.
Okay. Yeah, so both of you kind of go up to the curtains and start moving stuff around. As you reach out and make contact with the curtains, it turns into like this green slime that slides onto your hands, and both of you take a d10 of acid damage. So both of you take 6 points of acid damage. But in doing so, the curtains that you're messing with like fall into the ground and kind of squish into a slime, revealing another secret door in this corner.
Oh.
Nice.
Is it a cube? What is this? This is gross. It burns. It stings. Get it off.
That's called acid, Nereis. Acid. It sucks.
Ow. I look down as my scarred, burned hand.
So did the curtains turn to sludge?
They did, yes, revealing another secret door.
Can I go over to these curtains? And I'm
Poke
gonna
it
use
with a
my
spear.
spear.
Okay. You use your spear on it. They do the same thing as the acid kind of sinks all over that.
I'm gonna use the butt end of my spear.
7 points of damage. It rots the wood and begins to like sink into the wood of the spear. Spear is unusable now.
Here, Thavo, you have this one.
There is no
you
secret
for
door
the-
behind those.
Is there a key or anything?
No.
Okay. And then what do you give me, Darius?
My spear. The new
Fine.
one.
Oh, I will take that. Thank you. Hoping to get some at least clothes or a key. That was useless.
I will pop open the secret door. Guys, there's a secret door in here.
Have you checked all the curtains yet?
They're both turned to acid, like you were saying.
And this is just the two.
Yeah. Both of
All
them
right.
did.
You ready, Bosch? After we
I pop open the secret door before they get in here, just in case if something's there, they don't get attacked.
Okay. It opens up into another hallway.
It's just another hallway. Thavo, come smack the floor.
As soon as she smacks the floor, and I get the good, I'm gonna start sprinting.
Yeah, you all can make it into the hallway. The floor is safe as you progress into this hallway.
Making my way down tunnels.
I'm smacking. Oh, shit.
Find another covered pit trap in the intersection of this hallway.
I'm so lost, dude.
Well. Which way do we want to go?
With all of your dark vision and all that fun stuff, you will see that the one, our direction north, heads to a solid wall. To the south, there is a door, and then to the east, there is another door of these 3 hallways.
You know what I always say? I always say straight on.
There could be a secret
Does
door
Lynn
in
say
this
that?
one.
I thought that was just a Derek thing.
Who? You want to check the hole for the secret door before we get tossed in our eyes?
Yeah. Can I jump over like the shorter part? Like
Yeah, you
shorter
can
part
definitely
here?
make that corner jump. Like, all of you can skirt around that corner without being
Yeah.
tossed.
I'm gonna hop around here. Thavo, hand me a spear real quick. I'll check this for a secret door.
I'll just hop over with him because I don't want to give up my spear.
Okay. So you all hop over and progress down this hallway? Are all of you going, or just the 2 of them?
I think just the 2 of them for now.
Okay. So the 2 of you go down. Thavo is hitting the ground in front of you, never finds traps. Narias, make an investigation check as you look for a door. Okay. As you get to the end, you do reveal that there is an actual door that stands in this. As you open the door, it reveals a solid stone wall, but with your investigation, you realize that this is a false true door, as the main door is covering a fake door, and you can progress this way if you'd like.
Hey, there's another door inside the door over here.
Right.
Doorception.
So now we have to check real doors that have fake doors that actually have real doors in them.
Wish
I-
Bill was here. Bosh, our friend Bill, he would have gotten in and out of this place in 15 minutes flat.
Ew, huh? Was he a thief or was he just good at looking?
He was just a legend. Narias, a legend, undescribable. Well, should we go to the secret doors, Bosh?
Yeah, I guess we should head that way.
All right.
Okay.
I'm coming!
Yep, so you all progress up into this hallway, opening the false true door, and it reveals another hallway that expands forward.
Hit the ground.
There are no traps.
We'll do our normal searching for secret doors and the such.
Okay. Investigation perception checks. Alright. Yeah, all of you moving through. You do see that there is a secret trapdoor just on the other side of the secret door that was a true door. There's a lot of doorception going on right now. I will mark this in token layer. There is a secret trapdoor that is a hatch that opens up, and you see that it leads to a tunnel that goes downwards. If you drop down into the pit, there is a small tunnel that you can crawl through.
Let's check this door over here before we go down the hatch.
You go down here, and there is a door.
Everybody step back, look out. Pop the door and then step back like over here.
Okay, you open the door. Yeah. Nothing happens. Reveals another hallway that's like 15 feet long.
Alvo, come smack it.
Smack.
The floor is not trapped.
I mean, we know we're gonna go through the secret door. Real doors have done nothing but lead us back. We're going through the secret door. I hate all doors. I will never open a door again after this. I'm gonna smash all of them.
Well, it's not so much the doors as it is the one who installed the doors. It's kind of like magic or deadly weapons. It's really just whoever's in charge is what makes it bad.
Hey, Narias,
I think I hate doors more than magic now.
progressing into that hallway, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
No.
In the hands of Bill the Legend Brasky, a door is as fine as
Uh-oh,
liquid
I
gold.
might be dead.
You fall unconscious. Right on the spot. As you reach that other door, you poof. You all in the other hallway kind of hear a, sack of meat hit the ground. Looking in, you see Narias is in that hallway, unconscious.
Oh, great.
Can I see from where I'm standing if he's breathing?
Looks like he's breathing from you looking in. Thavo, make a Constitution saving throw. Do you have advantage on Constitution saves?
Well, I mean, if it's a trap of some sort, I do.
I think that's just dexterity.
Oh, you have advantage, yep.
You fall unconscious.
Sort of.
Bollocks.
Oh, wait. If I... Oh, I guess I wasn't reduced to 0 hit points, though, was I?
Oh. You're still at normal HP. But unconscious.
Did I see what happened to Thavo that time?
You saw her walk into the hallway, head towards Nereus, and as she was going down to grab him, she collapsed.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, boss. You got an idea?
No, I'm just going to move my token in so I can see in the hallway. I'm not actually entering the hallway yet.
Okay.
No, I have no idea.
I'm going to try to dispel magic on Thavo and hopefully wakes her up. See if that works.
Okay. You reach out, cast Dispel Magic. No effect.
Balls.
Still unconscious.
I cast Fireball where I'm standing and just end it all for us. Maybe if we all die, we just get teleported to the next place.
Or at least to our stuff.
This is Inception. We die, we wake up. Can I make a check to see if this is all an illusion? That we're being incepted?
Sure. Just roll a d20. I don't know what that check would be.
I don't know either. Flynn's just one, like, it's like, why am I alive? Is any of this real?
Didn't they prove that reality is a simulation anyway?
With a natural 20. Something is wrong. This place is weird. But you feel pain, you breathe, you have to eat. There is something weird. You can't put your finger on it. You don't know if it's this place or just in general, but something's off. But from physical experience, it seems very real.
Has this been a feeling I've had since entering the tomb, or is this a feeling I've had since, like, everything got jacked up from the Scaladorth?
Well, since you rolled a d20 just now and a nat 20, you just now noticed it. So you don't know when, like, that has existed, but you've just now come to terms that there is something off.
Fair enough.
Have we been dead this whole time?
I don't know. From what I mean, we could have all died immediately before we got teleported to the ship, and maybe that's just what happens to us now. Because if I died and just got teleported to another place, for all I know, that's normal. I'm this close to blowing us all up just to see what happens. But don't worry, Bosch. I won't do it without your consent.
Like Charlie with the flare gun.
Can I make a perception for the little hallway to see if I can see what's happening to all them?
Sure, make a perception check. There's nothing obvious that's happening to them. They just seem to be like full out unconscious, breathing, like they just passed out in this hallway. You didn't see any like spark of magic or anything flare up or do anything. It's just they've walked into this hallway and collapsed.
Can I see if there's any type of... Can I make out any rune on the walls or on the floor? Or
Make
on
an
the
Arcana
ceiling
check.
from outside?
Nothing.
I miss being a halfling.
Well, I have nothing. Even if we get them out, I don't have my spells to heal them.
Well, I know of the sleep spell, but but I don't know if this is a sleep spell. If we hurt them a little bit, they would awake. But would I know if Dispel Magic would wake someone up from a sleep spell? Typically?
Yeah, it would wake him up from a spell. That would cancel a sleep spell.
Well then, no, this is definitely not that. Wrong train of thought.
Only thing I could see to do is if I step in one step and see if you can figure out what it is after you try to pull me out.
Well, how knowledgeable are you with medicine? And that sort of clerical thing. I've got a little bit. Just a little.
A little bit, but I have absolutely no magic or anything to help.
Out of game, my
If you-
medicine check would be a +2.
I'm a +3, but I don't know what good that would do.
Yeah. Best I could do is try to. It hasn't been working. Best I could do is try to detect magic, but I'm starting to think that this place has some sort of a block.
Well, I could step in if you can't revive me. Blow us the hell up.
Don't know if Nereis would like that. We'll see what happens.
I'll go ahead and step into where my position is there inside the hallway.
Okay. You stand there for a minute. Make a Constitution saving throw. You seem unaffected.
Do you hear
Could
anything? Do you feel anything?
Could I tell something happened?
No. You felt your body kind of like tense up for a moment, and your eyes got a little heavy, but you just withstand whatever happened to you just now.
Alright. I can go in. If I
Wait.
don't resist it, I'm very easy to carry. Maybe you can get me out. I'll wake up. Then you can work on the other two. Might take longer.
Okay, good luck.
Unless you had a thought.
I was just gonna try to drag one of them out, just in case it didn't go well.
Well, you could try that if you want to. Nereis, I think, is lighter than Thava.
I'll try to grab Nereis and pull him out.
Okay. You walk over,
Believe in you.
grab Nereis, you start dragging him out.
Am I able to do a ritual casting without components?
No.
I was gonna say, because yeah, the spell itself doesn't require material, but the ritual version of it probably does.
I'll do the same thing for Thavo if I'm able to move her at all.
Okay. And you walk back in, make a Constitution saving throw.
As I'm making my Constitution saving throw, I'll shoot back a worried look at Flynn.
You collapse right next to Thavo.
I don't have any materials for fireball. I just sit with my arms crossed and think, I've got shield. No. Catapult. No. Disguise self. I don't think I can I can disguise myself to look like I'm not here. Maybe it won't see me.
And
I don't know about that.
as you're thinking about that,
Yeah, and then
you hear the far wall
yeah.
crumble. as this giant roller begins rolling through the wall down the hallway. And
Hold on, like from down here? From the south?
from the opposite side of where they are through this doorway.
Oh,
From
no.
the end of the hallway, rolling towards them all the way down the hall. You have 1 round to figure out what you're doing.
Fireball!
I don't have any materials for fireball. Can't do it. It's far too heavy for catapult.
Six seconds. What's the plan?
Screw it. I'm running in to try to grab Bosch first because he's lighter.
You run in, make a Constitution saving throw. You run to Bosch, collapse next to him, and are all rolled into a wonderful paste. A few moments pass for all of you. You come to on the edge of a rocky, gravelly shoreline, where you see there are a handful of logs all tied together in some sort of shittily makeshift raft that you all took to get to this island. As you all sit up and look at each other, Nereus is not there.
Were you still naked?
Fuck.
You are still naked.
Oh no.
What's everybody's passive perception out of the 3 of you?
Not great.
12.
21.
Bosch, you immediately look over kind of around where the raft is, and sitting on the edge of the tide, you see bits of all of your clothing kind of drifting out into the ocean. You see the heavier stuff is buried in sand. You see like your earrings, Flynn's book in the holster is just kind of like halfway floating, but stuck on the edge, trying to make it its way out to sea. Seems all of your stuff is here on the edge of the beach.
Oh shit! And I run over and jump into the water, get everything that's floating out to sea.
We'll set Kiwi down on the ground and say, "Wait here, Kiwi," and go grab stuff.
After about 30 minutes of swimming out into the ocean, collecting everything you can find, missing like some socks, Thavo, you're missing a boot. You get all of your equipment back.
Oh, thank the gods. Alright, so this is what happened. You all fell unconscious. Bosch, you got Nereus out. A giant boulder was about to come smash you, so I tried to save you, and then here I am. So I think I failed. My assumption is that Nereus is still sleeping in the hallway. For
Is
he
his
did
stuff-
not get smashed.
Is his stuff there as well?
No, you do not see Nereus' stuff.
Alright, so we've got to throw him into the boulder room, smash him, and all of his stuff will be here. He can come back. This is stupid, but I can't think of anything better to do.
Yeah, we can't just leave him in there.
I should be able to navigate us back in. I can recall general layouts of areas.
Yeah. You remember the way back to the entrance into the Tomb of Horrors. Takes you a few hours as the sun is now setting. Your clothes are starting to dry out as you're walking through, getting a little bit more comfortable.
Flinch is gonna be like, Usta! His book's gonna come out. He's gonna do it like 13 times. Like, I missed you.
As you make your way back to where you remember the entrance to the Tomb of Horrors. Just flat rock. That mound of black gravel seems to no longer exist.
Back up. Back up. Back up. 30 feet. 30 feet. Back up.
I back up.
I just angrily cast Fireball into where the mound was,
Okay.
making sure that we're all out of range. Just
You cast Fireball into where Thavo kind of points out, like, this is exactly where the entrance was. It detonates. You see the rock kind of char in the area. It launched debris all over the place, revealing a kind of smooth stone underneath all this loose rock and debris. No entrance.
I felt good. Well, I suppose we need to scour this place for another big group of rocks. Wizards are fun. I'm glad I became one. Totally don't regret any of my life choices. Could have been a bard. Could have been singing songs in taverns for a living, with wonderful ladies throwing gold in my pockets. But no. No. I had to try to save the world.
Grumpy Feet starts going around. He's just out.
Whisper over to Bosch. As soon as I started to be okay with magic, he's starting to hate magic. It's rubbing off.
Pretty ironic, isn't it?
You all spend the next 3 days scouring the island again for this mound of black gravel. And it is nowhere to be found.
Do I still have the key? I had it in my possession when I got smashed.
No.
Okay.
I'm still asleep on the inside.
I'll tell you where you are after the session.
I guess during those 3 days we didn't, like with my use of detect magic or anything like that, never came across something else that felt strong. Was that the Scalador presence stay on the island?
As you cast Detect Magic the next few days, yes, that presence is still emanated from the island.
You know, I think we should just go back and be like, hey, you need a different team to go do this. And we'll give them a map of what we got so far. And we're like, we're never fucking going back to that place ever again. By the way, hope you find Arias. If you do, send us a letter.
God, we've been gone nearly a month. Nothing to show for it.
Well, it seems like we're actively being not able to find the entrance anymore. I wonder if we won't be able to have another chance at it.
Maybe once it kicks you out, someone else has to enter. So maybe there's someone else will be here, and they're like, oh, there's that mound. And we're like, what mound are you talking about? And they're like, that mound. And we're like, I don't see a mound.
Who is to say? I don't feel good leaving him, but I've searched for 3 days. We can't find a way in. Perhaps we just need to go back, find a library, do some more research about this lovely son of a bitch.
Can we send him a message of some sort? I know I've heard people do that.
I don't know that spell, but it can be done. maybe we'll find someone else, but they'd have to know him, or we'd have to have something of his. Which we don't. Hopefully our horses are okay.
Dang it! Why did you even put it into the ether?
The DM don't care about the ether. He thinks about things before the ether does. Perhaps just for this, I should maybe set up a meeting with my old teacher. This is bigger than my grudge. To Toothstar then? Any pit stops along the way?
Oh no, I just want to be back.
Were we able... I don't remember, Bosch. Did we, the tracks for Rabbit Folk, those were going in the opposite direction. Did we look at those very much?
Well, the tracks were headed south, but we were recommended to check the port in the north that might have better luck finding other people. But that's also where we were offered to rob that bank.
We could just go straight that way. Or do you think we should check in at Two-Step first?
I mean, we didn't get very much information about the bank. We may have somebody we could meet there that would help us a little bit more if we went to Two-Stowed first. I mean, I don't have any experience robbing a bank.
I imagine you just hit people really hard and take the shit.
Well, if it's heavily guarded, a little bit more to it than that. Maybe if we get into a tight situation. It's another reason why I want to try Norias, try to find him, because he looks like that's sort of his speciality.
I mean,
I can
maybe
disguise people and do
he was-
stuff like that. But
maybe he was teleported somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm picturing him just sitting on a couch having fun.
I would like to think so.
Wearing some silly glasses, like a golden apple of some sort.
Oh, well, I guess let's try to get on this finely crafted raft, get back to the land, and tell Magda of all of our progress.
Or golden pumpkins. Yep, I mean, we can at least draw a map for them. That is not coming back with nothing. That is coming back with something. And they
This
can
is
message
true.
somebody more.
The hardest part is
Listing-
getting in.
Yeah, listing all the traps that we had found.
On the road again.
Couple weeks pass. You cross the ocean back to Muthana, the continent proper. Follow the mountain range down back to Pustoud. Your horses are still on the coast. They have chewed through their reins and were kind of wandering. You spent most of a day trying to find your horses and get them back. But you eventually do with the help of someone like Bosch. Easy enough to do.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give you a bunch of apples and sugar cubes.
Give them all the apples and sugar cubes as you make your way back into the capital city of Toothstoud. Heading straight to Magna.
I believe so.
On the way, do we see anything that has changed from the last time we were here? Like if someone made another wish type thing?
As you progress through Toothstoud, nothing stands out to you as having changed. But you make it up to the castle itself, going to find Magda. As the doors open, Magda is there, present. Welcome back. Have you decided which quest you're going to take?
I mean, we just went to the Tomb of Horrors. And now we're back.
What's today's date?
Roughly 2 months previous of what you thought it was.
You're not going to believe this, Magna. We just came back from there, but apparently it hopped us back in time again. Because,
As you are having this conversation with Magda and explaining what just happened, you see that Kimlik and the drow with the porcelain mask and the mohawk are walking up the stairs into Norias with them.
Norias, do you remember what happened?
You don't. You just woke up from the alleyway late after having a night of drinks with these 3 strangers that you had previously just met.
Yeah, remember the fight last night at the bar? Yeah.
Well, we've got some information about the Tomb of Horrors. A lot of stuff happened. Norias, you're not going to believe this, but you were with us. And, whew, okay, all right.
2
Can I
months of
detect if he's
friendship.
lying?
2 months of friendship down the drain.
I died. We all died. Norias got blown up a couple of times. I don't know if he died fully.
Can I detect if he's lying? Is that something I can do?
Make an
I'll
insight check.
describe Norias in detail naked.
Every freckle and birthmark, you can say accurately where it is.
Something seems wrong about what Flynn's saying. Like, it sounds like a ridiculous story coming from this guy. Because the Tomb of Horrors is ridiculous, unbelievable if you were to describe it to somebody. But the thing that makes you believe them is Bosch describing every detail of your body. Down to loose hairs, wrinkles behind your armpits.
You've got those too?
Stop
Didn't
this!
notice.
Stop the magic! Stop the magic, X-ray magic, whatever.
Bosch doesn't have the ability to see through clothes.
Well, how do
Bosch
I know
doesn't.
that? Oh my.
Just kidding, I don't either. I'm a jokester.
We'll show Magda the maps we drew up for the Tomb of Horrors.
Ooh, do I still have the stone gargoyle arm in my in the bag of holding?
You reach into the bag of holding and think about that item. It is not there.
Oh!
No
I no longer have those gems because Norias had those gems. What about the blue quartz?
Anything found in the dungeon is no longer in your possession.
I'm gonna pull Kiwi out and ask Kiwi if she remembers everything that happened.
With a very scared, wide-eyed look, you get a nod of yes.
Why are you scared, Kiwi?
That was terrible.
Does the animal have the ability to lie? Is that something that can work?
Maybe? I don't think Kiwi would lie. Kiwi's not a liar. Kiwi, do you want me to set up like a place for you to stay next time I go out? Like a play date?
No.
I love you, Kiwi. Go back in your coat. Here's some coffee beans.
Oh,
Go back.
well, there's a pro and con to this situation. We didn't lose any time. We've got a little bit of in knowledge, assuming this place doesn't change. No. I'll tell you, Narias, you're not going to like this place. You hated it. You're going
I
to be
don't
very
know.
upset.
Tomb of Horrors sounds pretty cool.
Well,
No, you hated
it's-
it when you were there.
It's way cool, maybe, but I think maybe we should try to do the espionage.
Oh, and sorry, Magda, I got a little bit distracted earlier.
It's fine. You guys want to see the plans for the bank?
Yeah, that would be great. That sounds good. Something that we know what we're getting into.
All right. I mean, I'll take those notes over the tomb.
Yeah, we got quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, seems odd that you were there and now you're here in a night, but I'll give them to whoever goes out there next.
To us, it was 2 months, and I died. We all died. Wizards, right?
I'd recommend finding somebody that's an expert in doors. There was a ton of secret doors.
I'm one!
I hate doors.
You know, Narias, we really would have gotten stuck in a lot of places if you weren't with us.
I'm guessing you like to look. You don't remember this, but do you like when you look for stuff to look for false bottoms?
Magic. How do you read my mind?
I don't. See, we spent 2 months with you.
So we give her everything we know about the tomb, and we learning about Ocean's 11.
Yeah. While you're having this conversation, Kim kind of chimes in as you're walking away. If you're looking for somebody efficient indoors, I think I know someone. I'll see if I can get him to head this way.
Bill Brasky?
Do you know Bill as well?
We did. In the other reality that we came from, he was a friend of ours.
Interesting. He turns around and begins walking out of the castle as you are led into a side room with all the plans. You see the familiar sight of the small table covered with parchment, notes, scribblings, books. One pile being the Tomb of Horrors, and the other pile being the heist. The papers you hand over, the maps you draw, all the information given just kind of gets thrown into the pile. Yeah. So you need to go south. This is the big city. We do have a contact that you can meet up with. He's just fronting as a tavern owner at the moment. It's a rundown bar called City Drinkin'.
Ah,
He's just a grumpy human guy, a little bit older. His name's Greg. And that's pretty much it. He's scoped it out for a little while now. Had information, so he might be able to help you out.
All right. Very
city
good.
Drinking. I like the sound of that.
I do too.
Not as cool as Tomb of Horrors, though.
Just drinking in general is good. I'm just gonna take a big old swig of that whiskey. Definitely could have used this running around 3 days in the nude.
Nude? That does explain.
Yeah, remember?
No, I don't remember anything.
Is my hair long again?
No, it's still short.
Is Nereus's hand fried off like it was in the tomb?
No. Rise looks like he did before you left. Clothes aren't singed and burned to like smoldering rags. They're back to a very pristine, nice appearance.
You can see in his eyes he doesn't have as much trauma. Yeah.
He still has hope.
He still believes that all doors are trustworthy.
So you receive your information to meet Greg at City Drinking.
Shall we spend
Do they still have the wagon that blew up?
Yeah, you still have the wagon. You haven't sold it yet.
Didn't we bring it down to the island with us though?
Oh yeah, did you bring the wagon?
Yeah, we brought the wagon.
Oh, then yeah, they would have brought it back.
Does it look any more damaged than it was?
Definitely looks more worn. You can tell like the wood on the wheels is starting to thin to a point to where they might need to be replaced shortly.
What happened to my wagon?
we were gone. We're not lying. The Tomb of Horrors is filled with weird magic.
And, well, horrors.
Horrors, not the fun ones.
Horrors.
Well, we could always go find the Tomb of Horrors.
It's sort of a side quest for me.
City drinking is the
Not
place to
really.
go.
Start making our way to city drinking.
Okay.
Do we want to go? Do we want to go now, or did we want to take a day?
I mean,
yeah,
maybe
city
we-
drinking is in the city that you need to go to. You need to find that bar in the other city where the bank is.
And I'm all full, right? I'm fresh new Nereus. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah, we could take a day.
I'm
Take a day?
considering.
What do you mean? We just took a whole night.
Norris, you're not listening. I can't talk to you right now. You're not listening. I could try to speak with the wizard that's with my old teacher to see if we can learn anything more about what happened. I don't know if I told you to, but everyone associated with my old academy also remembers the other reality.
I wonder if they'll remember this last time jump too.
Don't know. I don't trust her, and I don't know if I should trust anyone else from the academy because of her. But this seems like it might be bigger than my paranoia. So I might just have to deal with it until we get some answers.
So is there somewhere you're going to have to go to get in contact with her, or how does that work?
The one that talked to me, the wizard from the place with the name, the one
Bar with ale.
The bar with ale. That's the one. She says she'd be around the bar with ale. And then I imagine my teacher can do some sort of teleport thing and speak in that way. Or at least we can set up a time for contact.
Well, why don't we get some shopping done that we need to do to prepare for this trip? And then go to bar with Ale, see if that lady's there, and sleep, and then we can head off.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you're restocking. What are you restocking with? Getting like rations. You have all your equipment from in the tomb. What are you looking to get?
I need boots.
Oh, you do need a new pair of boots. That costs you 10 gold.
I've got you, Thavo. Don't go spending money. Trust me.
I'll say
I've
that.
got more. I've got more than you know about.
I'll say that
You know.
covers all the knickknacks that went missing in the ocean as well. You replace all of your equipment back to its standard, so you're back to fully stocked.
Do I still have that spear?
No. Anything that was in the tomb that was in your possession, you do not have anymore.
Damn, that spear was actually kind of better than some of my other weapons, because all they were like D6s.
I do have a proposition, Thavo. Since we went through that hellish place, how do you feel about tampering with a magical weapon? Just to give a little bit of oomph, in case we come across, a giant flesh beast where your weapon, normal weapons don't hurt it as much, or something along those lines.
I am open to the possibility if I would get to look at the weapon and try it.
Okay. So we can go back to one of the enchanters, see if there's something you like, if it's affordable. If it's like that rapier that Narias wanted, we can't afford that.
Ooh,
Not
a rapier.
yet. It's too expensive.
Oh.
I mean, I would like that, or something that maybe make me harder to hit. After going through that, realizing I am very squishy for my size. Not squishy as you guys, but for my size.
I don't think you're squishy. I think you're hard. Sorry.
Oh wait, do you have your cod piece back?
That was the first thing I put on. And then I didn't, it took me a good 10 minutes to even put on pants. I was like, yes! You would remember, I walked out for 10 minutes with just my jacket and codpiece on.
But I am open to the possibilities to try some things out.
Look, I don't know if you like lightning, but you could get a sword that would also shock people. It would cut them, and then electrocute them. Or fire. You could burn them.
Fire.
Yeah.
I like fire. You should get fire, Thavo. It's good.
So it's a little much for me. Just gotta look at it first.
And then something to keep in the back of your head. When you're comfortable, if you're ever comfortable, I know a spell that can temporarily double your size. So imagine, how tall are you?
I 6'5". 6'5".
Imagine being nearly 13 feet tall. Just stomping, stomping bitches.
Baby steps, please. Baby steps.
You wouldn't be taking baby steps at that size, no.
What?
All big ones.
I told you when you don't. After I thought you were dead, that I would fine with you using magic, and I just just.
Ooh, and then I can make you fly.
Oh god.
Imagine that if you were flying around with a sword like an angel of death.
Hey, You know, I think I'm fine with what I
I
have.
think there's a name for that. I think it's a Valkyrie.
Oh, Valkyrie. Yeah. Yeah, Valkyrie. Everyone will fear you. Thara the Valkyrie and a Mouse of Death. Oh, it's
Can
great.
you find me a hair potion?
Yeah, we could look for hair potions. I don't know if that's a thing.
I think your hair looks quite nice.
I mean, I like it long because Kiwi can go in and out of it easier.
Maybe we can find some really potent magical biotin or something like that can make it grow real fast.
Go to the supplement store.
You all have restocked at this point while having this conversation, perusing the town, and getting all your equipment sorted. What's the next step?
Are we all alright with going to the bar with Ale and seeing if I can contact Eastbound?
Can also look for magical biotin if you'd like.
Yeah, we can go to, because I might just get some more potions just because. So we can go to a potion store real quick. I'll get some potions and ask if there is an elixir of hair growth.
You should really find somebody that's not only a client, but also the president.
You find health potions. How many are you looking to acquire?
How much for 5?
250?
250. Let's get them.
Okay, you get 5 basic health potions. The shopkeep does tell you, I don't sell anything for hair growth, but there is someone in town. You typically find him in alleyways, wearing a trench coat sort of thing. He's usually wandering around the castle.
What are you buying? Sounds good. We'll keep an eye out. Thank you so much.
Do you go and look for the biotin salesman, or go to bar with ale?
What do you think, Thabo? You want to look for a man in a trench coat outside of a castle?
Yep, already had him that way.
All right.
Okay, make a perception check for those of you looking.
I'm just following them.
Does the poison wear off after a long rest?
Yeah, your poison's
Right.
gone. It lasted 48 hours.
Oh god, yeah, I kept forgetting.
Oh.
Investigate
Wow.
perception.
Have a history with back alley biotin.
Bosch, you walking around the castle see this specific person wearing this like heavy trench coat, kind of hunched over like in an alleyway. And you assume that's the person. There's not a lot of people around here that fit that description. But as you walk in the direction of that salesman, you hear a voice kind of call out from the shadows. Hello, stranger. What you buying?
Oh, hi. Got hair stuff.
I've got all sorts of elixirs for hair growth. Cure some acne. Make your toenails long. Maybe make you a little stronger. Increase your eyesight.
Oh, what? If we get hair stuff for me, and then the toenail stuff for Kiwi. Kiwi could be like a little claw.
Kiwi's a mouse, sir.
What are you buying? He only has a few recorded voice lines.
Hair stuff, please.
Ah. 100 gold.
Alright, here you go.
No, I've got it. I've got it.
Oh,
I've got it.
oh.
He opens up the trench coat that you see is lined with a bunch of bottles and like weird vials and little pockets. And he pulls out one like long cylindrical vial that has this kind of brown glittery liquid in it. Hands it over to you.
I drink it immediately.
Okay.
It'll take a couple days to kick in, but you'll have long hair.
Insight check.
Okay. Seems like he's telling the truth.
Do you have anything for wrinkles?
Oh, got plenty of stuff for wrinkles.
All right, I'll take one of those. I've got a bad case of old man on my armpits.
200 gold.
All right, say no more. Here you go.
You take the wrinkle elixir. This one is like translucent and glittery, but same vial structure.
Same as the hair one, it'll take a couple days.
Thank you so much, good sir. Sir. How do you say that word in a British accent? Sir?
Sir.
See you around, stranger.
I've got a good feeling about this guy.
Did you guys get the feeling he was a bit vague on what exactly those potions did?
I think it's just his whole thing. Everyone, you know, street merchants are also performers, you know, they've got to have a thing. It's how they draw in their business. I'd take off my jacket and start putting the elixir on my pits.
You just drink it. You were instructed that you just needed to drink it.
Oh, I just drink it.
Oh, it wasn't like a roller, like, deodorant thing rolls around?
You both drink your potions. No noticeable effects immediately. What was the plan?
Dang, my platinum pieces that I picked up. Dang.
Nope.
Yup, gone.
Bar with ale.
Okay. You head back into bar with ale. There you see the large bugbear, kind of spindly looking guy behind the bar. You see the heavily brightly colored plumage of the wizard sitting on the far side of the bar. Kind of sees you all come in and doesn't really make any acknowledgement. Just goes back to focusing on a drink and flipping through a book. It is still pretty busy in here. It seems another fighting pit has begun, but you all are in bar with ale.
I go straight to the fighting pit.
Okay. You go to the fighting pit.
Boss Thavo, you want to get a drink and see if she wants us to join her?
I was kind of thinking about blowing off some steam.
I kind of want to take a drink, or 3, and then I want to fight a little bit, and then I'll come sit with ya.
All right, you guys do your thing. I'll talk business. I'm gonna go get an ale and see if Isban would like to have a chat.
Okay. You all get your ales, gold piece in total for all of you to get your drinks, and head over to the fighting pit, while Flynn takes his over to the other side of the bar and sits next to Ispan. There's a loud commotion of fighting as Thavo and Bosch, and I don't know if Nerais is getting in the pit or just betting, but
Just petting.
lots of fighting taking place, and you hear like the shouts and the hollers, Thavo's swinging wildly and destroying people, Bosch pelting people with hundreds of arrows before they can even move. Lots of commotion going on from over there, but you sit at the bar. Hello, Flynn. Welcome back.
Mind if I join you?
No, please.
So, have you noticed any other time lapses recently?
Yes. Seems that we've reset again. Not as far, but a couple months maybe have been lost.
Yeah, we noticed that as well. The 4 of us decided to take a venture into the Tomb of Horrors. The little bit north. Very difficult place. I'm sure you might know.
I've
And then
heard.
when we came out, it was 2 months in the past.
Interesting.
Did it feel the same as the last time? Or did it feel different?
It was similar. My personal relationships with people in the town seem to have been reset after doing work for some of them. It doesn't seem as aggressive as the last time.
I was just trying to figure out if it was because of us being in the tomb or coincidence.
It could be. I didn't notice anything outstanding that would cause a shift. But it very well could have been all of you.
Well, we really need to figure out what is happening, and I mean, that's my main goal. I don't know if Bokia ever told you about our past relationship, but it's complicated, and I have very many reasons not to trust her, which is why I was hesitant to speak with you the last time we spoke.
Understandable. I knew your relationship was not in the best state. Don't know the details, however, and I don't really care.
Good. So she wants to talk.
She would love to speak with you, yes.
Is there a certain place that we can go to do that now, or does she want to set up a time and a place?
You see her kind of like look off for a second. We can do it now.
Okay.
She gets up from the bar. She finishes her ale. Puts her book in the satchel she has on her. And walks you over to a side door of the bar that leads into the alleyway next to it. You kind of glance over. You see Nereus is like waving his hands around. As Thavo and Bosch are both in the pit, destroying people.
If Nereus sees me, I'll just be like, "I'll be right back."
He seems heavily occupied with the fighting and trying to make money.
Cool.
But you both walk to the side door. You see as she waves a hand quickly at the door and then opens the door. Opening the door reveals the same chamber that you have met Bokia multiple times before. The living quarters, lined with bookshelves, dark and shaded, the table in the center dividing the room that has a decanter of wine and glasses sitting on it. And there, standing at a profile to you, is Malun Bokia.
Hello.
Both of you step through the door, close it behind you, and all of the audio noises from like the bar and the shouting completely disappear. Welcome, Flynn. Glad you made it back.
Me too. Just barely.
To get to business, what happened both times on the reset for you?
Alright, the first time, me and one of my companions were riding horses on our way to the ruined city. Try to retrace our steps. We then saw the figure, the Scalador, what I assume is the entity itself, with the 6 heads? 7 heads? 6 heads?
6 heads, 12 legs.
We saw the 6 heads appear over the mountain. Heard a voice in my head said something like, "Oh, well, that's not right." And next thing we knew, we woke up on the ship that I was in the day I got to Yavin for the very first time, with another companion who I did not know, who also remembered the events of their life before. So far, the only ones that I've met that do remember are the 3 of us and you 2.
Interesting. And the second time?
Second time, we were frolicking about in the Tomb of Horrors, trying to do a job. I died twice. Got cut in half, apparently. Came back. Then we all got smashed by a boulder. Teleported outside. It was 2 months in the past. The people that gave us the job thought that it had only been a day.
Interesting. You see her kind of like toss up the backside of her cloak and dress that she wears, sit down and begin to pour wine, and kind of gestures in the 2 of your directions if you want any.
Sure, thank you.
Pours 2 more glasses, and the voice that you heard during the first instance, could you recreate it in any way so I could hear it?
I'm seeing if disguise self also does disguise self also work with voice. I don't think it does.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Minor illusion can create sounds. Since I am an illusionist, could I say that I could use that
Yeah,
to
I mean,
imitate it?
Yeah, you could make sounds, so you could make like the fluctuation of a voice with sound with minor illusion. You could do that.
I'll do that. Because I don't exactly remember how you did it. I think it was, "Oh, that's not good." Something like that.
Yeah, you recreate it as you heard it all that time ago, is what it seems like, but not really at the same time. She hears it. She looks to the other mage. I actually think I've heard that voice before. Give me a moment. And you see the other mage that escorted you in leave the room. And you and Maloon are left in her chambers. Now, the Tomb of Horrors is odd. That is not where it's located. You see her like flipping through pages. The Tomb of Horrors currently resides well north of the Sword Coast, in this desolate place.
Yeah, we noticed once we were teleported outside, the entrance was gone. We searched for 3 days, never found it. Though there was still an energy there of a piece of the Lion Ghost.
Interesting. I don't know how you saw the Scaladorth beast the first time. I've had a piece in my possession since the beginning. You see her kind of like open up a pocket and her hand disappears as she pulls out like the legs of the Scaladorth pieces. This hasn't left my side. How it was summoned is beyond me.
We had one in secret. Did you know about that?
I did not.
as soon as we removed it from a lead box, a golem creature came to steal it. Almost killed us. And then someone came and teleported it, grabbed it and teleported away while we were distracted. But like you said, if you had one, then something. Perhaps if they try to make a wish with not all the pieces, something goes terribly wrong. Perhaps that's what happened.
It could, yes. I just feel like there's something more at play. I feel like these pieces are not the main objective, if that makes sense. The people in Muthana are so occupied with obtaining all of them. They go to extreme measure to get them. Everybody's hunting the pieces. But I feel like that's distracting from something else. And if that creature showed up while missing a piece, something else would have had to have happened. Have you tried leaving Muthana?
Not technically, have we?
No.
No, I have not. Went to an island that was technically detached, but no.
You should try. See if you can go home. I mean...
What, just to see if we're stuck here?
Yes.
Have you not attempted? You can teleport. I'm still learning.
I've been home the entire time. I came in once to deliver treasure. I came in long ago to oversee the setup of that city being built and aiding with the construction of the castle and wards. But I've been able to get back. I'm just wondering if by normal means you can leave. You could just hop on a ship. Or walk through one of the rifts that lead to some other plane.
I seem to remember one of my companions mentioning that she tried and couldn't leave, but I don't know by what means she attempted. What can you tell me about... I noticed the last time I was in the ruined city that some of the structures seem to make some sort of a rune-looking pattern. What is that?
Let me look and see. She gets up and walks over to one of the bookcases and starts like sliding her finger across books, pulls one out. I don't see anything in the city lands as far as like in a large room. May have been after us.
I can't recall if it was there the first time. I just noticed it the second time I went. So I don't know, it could have been something that changed with this new timeline. Can I see if she's telling the truth?
Yeah, make an
about
insight
that?
check. Seems very truthful. She kind of looks at you. Let me go look. And she kind of waves a hand and disappears. You're left in the room by yourself.
Just gonna be sipping on my wine, just staring off. angry and but accepting of the situation.
She eventually returns. As the wind kind of like carries through the room as she's standing behind the couch that she was sitting on, and returns. There is a large rune. The rune itself, when lined up, makes two different styles. One of them seems to create some sort of pocket dimension that old city is in. And the other's almost illusion. Almost as if there's multiple planes existing in that one spot. It seems to be a tether of some sort. I didn't see what it was holding or what it was doing, but that's what the rune looks like to me.
It's funny because people I was with, they felt as though the city was bustling, though there was no one there.
Interesting. I'm unsure. We can look into it though.
Have you any idea of where we might start? We've got a mission that we're going to try to do in the south. I don't remember the name of the city out again.
I don't think I ever gave you the name of the city. But as you don't remember the name of the city, she looks at you. Costorum, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. Could be. She forgot to give us the name. I've been preoccupied in my own mind for a while, so easily distracted.
Of course. A few more moments pass as you two have conversation, questions, and just kind of discuss the transitions. Ispan returns. The other mage. I thought that was it. She comes back with a book and opens it. There's another mage. One that's more recluse. And he studies plania magic. It's only been discussed. He's been missing for quite some time. He might have something to do with this.
What's his name?
Let me look as she starts to flip through a book as I also go and look at something. It says his name was Yule? Yule? Yule. Yeah. If that's how you say it, Yule.
Y-U-L-L?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, what do we know about him?
That's how you spell it. Well, like I said, he's a mage that studies the planes and creating planes. If he were to have some part in this, it would make sense why all the planes are tied together. If he's just studied longer and maybe perfected something, I don't know. I'll start a search for him. I'll see if I can find him. You see Balloon kind of give a nod. Was there anything else, Flynn?
Is there any information about this mage that I might be able to also keep my eyes open for in case I come across?
There's a little bit of a description here. The tall, elven man, wild red hair. I don't know what wild means in this instance, but tends to wear purple.
Alright, it's not nothing. Keep our eyes open as well. Unless you have any more questions for me, anything that might help us understand what's going on. Don't know what else. I can just get out there and do my thing.
We're also trying to understand what's going on. It's unusual.
Have you met anyone else besides people of the Academy, myself and my companions, that remember the other timeline?
No. We haven't found anyone yet.
It's the only thing I don't understand is why my companions remember. One of them wasn't even with me.
It is unusual. We'll be looking into it, though. When you get done with whatever quest for a piece you're going on, we can discuss again. And also, try to leave. I want to see if that works.
See what I can do.
Finish your wine, stand up, and are led out back into the bustling tavern of Bar with Ale as the door closes behind you. Almost immediately, somebody walks through the door that you just closed, coming from the alleyway. It opens up into the populated, like, dirty alleyway as they come in behind you. You see Thavo and Bosch and Nereus have all made their way back to the bar. Nereus, you made 50 gold off betting through the whole time. The rest of you are just drinking, and that is where we will pick up next time.
Woo!
Hey, thanks YouTube for being YouTube.
Love you, YouTube.
Click and describe. Jack
and
has
describe.
pumpkin glasses. Sam has cat ears. And that's Daredevil. And Nick is green.